Hello, everyone, and welcome into the Butt Fumble Sports Daily Show. It is so wonderful to have you with us today. We are live. Hope you guys enjoy the content. We're live every single day. Appreciate with you guys being here. It is so great to have you guys with us every single day. So, if you guys haven't done so, make sure you hit that follow button. We're here to help you guys out. So, whatever questions you may have, definitely here for all of it. Butt Fumble Sports is live every single day. Fire away with your questions, guys. Whether you're watching on YouTube, Twitch, or Kick, welcome into the show. NFL Week 2. I want to start by saying happy Sunday to all of you. If you haven't done so already, make sure you hit the follow button. Make sure you're subscribing. We're live every single day across TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. Make sure you're a part of this amazing Butt Fumble Sports community because we are live every single day. I want to set some things up for you over the course of our show. Every time we get to 5,000 likes, we are going to give away one of our favorite bets of the day. Could be an NFL game bet, could be a player prop, could be a total play. Every time we hit 5,000 likes on TikTok Live, we are going to give away one of our favorite bets of the day. When we hit our live goal, I'll give away an MLB pick of the day. Just because, why not? It's MLB still going on. So, every 5,000 likes, we give out an NFL pick. Every time we hit the live goal, I know you guys are going to be hitting up that live goal anyways for fantasy football. We're going to answer a ton of your sports betting questions, your fantasy football questions, your DFS questions. So put them in the chat. We're here for it. Again, every 5,000 likes is going to be an NFL bet. Every time we hit our live goal, it's going to be an MLB pick. Just want to continue to give out picks. If you want all of my bets in one place, it's the SHARPZ app. Go to the SHARPZ app, download it now, or DM me on Instagram, and I'll share it with you. You can literally tail all of my bets on the SHARPZ app. One way you can get a hold of every single one of the bets I like. That's enough talking for now. Let's answer some questions. K-Dog offered Algier for Walker. I think it's a good trade. Walker, start Pitts or Njoku. I lean slightly towards Njoku, but not by much, Walker. Mike Williams, Michael Pittman, Joshua Kelly, pick 2. I'm going to lean towards Mike Williams and Michael Pittman. I'm a little bit worried about Joshua Kelly. Wonk, Cortland Sutton or Terry McLaurin. Wonk, I'd go Cortland Sutton. If you haven't done so, make sure you hit that follow button. Xavier Campos, I'd go with Mostert. Xavier Campos, I'd go with Mostert. Michael, Gary, Scott, good morning. RB2 spot, I'd go with Rashad White. Michael, Gary, Scott, I lean slightly towards Rashad White over James Cook. When we hit 5,000 likes, I'll give out my first NFL bet of the day. Fire away with those questions. Logan, I would lean towards Javonte Williams. I'm not a Puka fan today. Zach Kane, Gibbs or Pierce. Okay, so news for fantasy football fans. Laramie Tunsil is going to be out today for the Texans. They have some serious offensive line issues. That's going to negatively impact my thinking about Dameon Pierce. Jahmyr Gibbs is the play. Zach Kane, Jahmyr Gibbs is the better play. We're getting pretty close to already hitting 5,000 likes. The moment we do, we're going to give out our first NFL pick of the day. Marius, how you been? Great to see you. Good morning. Happy Sunday to you. Will Jones play? Aaron Jones is not playing today. Aaron Jones is expected to be out. Christian Watson is expected to be out. Big news for Romeo Doubs players. Big news for A.J. Dillon players. For all of those who are watching, make sure you're aware of those injuries. We just hit our live goal. You guys are absolutely crushing it right now. Thank you guys so much. You guys have been absolutely awesome to start the show. I have a ton of picks to give out because you guys are going to work, doing your thing on this Sunday morning. I already have an NFL pick to give out because we've hit 5,000 likes. First one's going to be an obvious one just to get us started. Bills on the money line. Feel very good about that. If you guys were looking to take it at another spot, Bills minus 2.5. I think they win by at least a field goal. I really think they win by more. But Butt Fumble Sports is always looking to cash good tickets, easy tickets for you. So I put that one out there. Bills on the money line. Bills minus 2.5. if you got Cooper Kupp, a lot of people are asking, are you dumb if you got Cooper Kupp? No, you're not dumb. You just, you were believing in the brand. He'll come back. He'll be fine. Ryan Miller, you're asking about Lamar, Purdy, or Richardson. Out of that group, I'm going to lean slightly towards Lamar today, just barely over Richardson, but it's close. I really like all three to get similar point totals. JP13, Kelly, Javonte, or Pittman. JP13, I'm going to go with Michael Pittman. Fred, Javonte, or Algier. I'm going to lean slightly towards Javonte. I think. I'm not crazy about it, but I think he may just get overall more touches. By the way, I have an MLB game pick to give out because we hit our live goal a moment ago. And that MLB game pick is going to be Rays on the cover. Rays plus 1.5. Rays plus 1.5 for them to cover at 135 today. Appreciate you guys hitting up that live goal. Tyler, Freiermuth or Henry? Tyler, I lean towards Freiermuth just barely. Michael Rocco, 227. I'd go with Zay Flowers and Pacheco. Michael Rocco, I'd go Zay Flowers and Pacheco. You guys are awesome. You guys have been hitting that like button and obviously hitting our live goal as well. Every time we do, we give out some picks. So let me back that up and give out another MLB game pick we'll do first. The MLB game pick we'll do first. I like the Red Sox to cover for a second day in a row. Red Sox plus 1.5. I'll take that. Going to the NFL, because you guys want an NFL game pick as well. I'm going to go give you two on this one. I like the Ravens plus 4.5. I also like the Bengals on the money line. So I'm splitting the difference in that game. Ravens plus 4.5. Bengals on the money line. Think the Bengals win, but I think it's a field goal game. Romeo Dobbs, user 8312. I like Romeo Dobbs more than Hopkins and Elijah Moore. Romeo Dobbs. Andon in a 14-man league. Ooh, I think I lean towards Herbert just slightly. Chase B, I think as much as I don't like it, I go Nico Collins. Appreciate all you guys supporting the show. Slurpee, I'd go DJ Moore. Slurpee, I'd go DJ Moore. Do I think Zay Flowers gets more than 3.5 receptions? Yes, I do. It's one of my favorite player prop bets of the day. If you're watching on YouTube, Twitch, or Kick, you're going to see this up on your screen. Zay Flowers over 3.5 receptions. Definitely a bet I like. One of my favorite bets of the day. Giving that one out to you guys. Jacob, I lean slightly towards Mostert over Gus Edwards. Mostert over Gus Edwards. Jordan Hubler, pick 3. I'd go with Mike Evans. I'd go with Keenan Allen. And I'd go with Zay Flowers. Even with Lamar Jackson at QB, I think Pittman would be the odd man out. It's close. Laz Forno CZ. I would go with OBJ. I just don't trust Rashee Rice enough. I might like him as the season goes along, but I don't trust him enough. I want to see how he plays with Travis Kelce back. Lakea Gallus. I'd still go with Lockett, I think, even though Romeo Dobbs is going to get wide receiver 1 opportunities. I think it's close now because Dobbs' value has gone up with this news. I think they're both good plays. I'm going to lean towards Lockett just barely, but it's very close. I could understand going either way. Ethan Moore, Pacheco or Breece Hall. I'm leaning slightly towards Pacheco. I think the matchup favors him a little bit more. Ray, Kelce or Moore in a PPR? Wow, brutal question. Unfortunately, I like both of them so much. Why can't you play both, Ray? If you had to pick between the two, I can never bet against Kelce because I feel like he's the safest bet in the NFL to get a touchdown every time he plays. But it's very, very close. It's so close, I wish you could start both. CPD, Elijah Moore or Terry McLaurin. I'm going Elijah Moore, believe it or not. Jack, Najee or Debo. Jack, I would go with Debo Samuel. Scott Sorensen, start D-Hop, start Henry, start Musgrave. Very interesting question. I'm not high on D-Hop. You know who's someone I'm high on right now? Luke Musgrave. I think Luke Musgrave could have a great game. can't wait to see him play today. Flowers, Evans, or Ken Walker at the flex. I'm going to go with Flowers and Evans. Flowers and Evans. We've hit 15,000 likes. You guys are awesome. Every time we hit a 5,000 like benchmark today, we're going to give out an NFL play, one of our favorite bets, either a game pick, total play, or a player prop bet. Next one we're going to put out, I got the Lions on the money line. I do think the Lions win at home today. If you haven't done so, make sure you hit that follow button no matter where you're watching. YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, or Kick. Hit that follow and subscribe button. Danny SG. Hopkins or Joshua Kelly? It's very close, but I'll go Joshua Kelly just because Hopkins has been dealing with that injury. DJ, Miles Sanders or Kelly? On that one, though, DJ, I'm going to go Miles Sanders. DJ, I'm going to go Miles Sanders. Marcus Maiden. Marcus Madalena? Sorry, I'm butchering that. Full PPR. Puka, Breece Hall, or Judy at the flex. Marcus, I'd go Breece Hall. If you guys haven't done so, hit that follow button. We're live every single day. You can have sports betting questions, fantasy football questions, all of it. Brandon Richards, I'd go DJ Moore. Thanks so much, Jonathan. Paul Love, I'd go with Lockett. Paul Love, I'd go Lockett 1, Moss 2. I am going to prioritize those who have contributed, so I'm just going to look really quick. CJ Bogart. Everyone thinks Zay Flowers is going to be such a book today, and I get it. He was average last week. Was he average? I actually think that he got a lot of targets, and more importantly, I think he showed what he can do with the ball in his hands. One of the reasons I'm not going to his yardage total, one of the reasons I'm not going to his touchdown total is because I like just getting receptions. I think that the Ravens saw him in that offense and thought, you know what? If we just get the ball in his hands, he can make something happen. That's why I like the over 3.5 receptions. I actually don't think it's asking too much because if I were going for yardage, I'd agree with you. I don't think that's where he's going to impress. Appreciate all those who are contributing to the show. Lamont, OBJ, or Elijah Moore. It's really tough for me. I think Elijah Moore could actually have the better day with Amari Cooper banged up, but I don't know if I can trust that. Is Amari Cooper actually going to be out? We don't know. I'll lean for the moment towards OBJ, Lamont, just because I think it's safer to put him in your lineup. If you wanted to wait till Elijah Moore, I totally understand, but if Amari Cooper plays, his value does go down. TC Carr, you're asking about Javon Williams, Algier, or Walker. I'm going to lean slightly, I think, towards Kenneth Walker III. I don't feel good about it because that Seahawks line is banged up, but maybe he gets in the end zone. I don't really like the matchup for Javon Williams. Tyler Algier, I don't think has a repeat of last week. Brent Peterson, I'd go Sutton. Mark, I'd go Gino. Carlo, I'd go Mike Evans. Danny Gilbert, I lean actually slightly towards Mac Jones. Seth, Mark Andrews will be playing today. Brecken, will Breece Hall play? I haven't heard any reason why not. Appreciate all of you guys being with us. Trying to focus on those who have contributed, just like Damian Skyberg. Great to see you. Loyal viewer for a long time. Damian Skyberg, you gotta go Saquon Barkley. And because we've hit 20,000 likes, I'm going to give out another pick I like. This one is a player prop bet. It's going to be Saquon Barkley over an anytime touchdown. Over half a touchdown. By the way, at some point I'm going to lose my voice because I've been talking so much this week, doing so many live shows. Forgive me, it's just what's going to happen. Jorge, I'd go with Mike Evans over Zay Flowers. Jorge, I'd go with Mike Evans over Zay Flowers. Appreciate all of you guys being with us. If you haven't done so already, hit that follow button. We're live every single day. Make sure you're a follower of Butt Fumble Sports. Dylan is chillin'. I'd go with Justin Fields. Dylan is chillin'. I'd go Justin Fields over Baker Mayfield. It's a good question, though. Devin Rayo, Darnell Mooney, or Pickens or Sutton. Out of that group, I lean towards Courtland Sutton right now. I lean towards Courtland Sutton just barely. I think that's the one I like the most. So, if you guys are looking for the best play out of that group, I'm going to go with Cortland Sutton. Brennan, I'd go with DK Metcalf. DK Metcalf over Ayuk. Jake's Collectibles, I'd lean slightly towards A.J. Dillon with no Aaron Jones. I think Dillon and Dobbs both have better value now, but I'm just going to lean slightly in the direction of A.J. Dillon. Appreciate all of those who are joining us. Make sure you hit that follow button no matter where you're watching, no matter the platform, YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, or Kick. Butt Fumble Sports is live every single day. Hope you're enjoying the show. Make sure you hit that follow button, trying to get to as many questions as possible. We're going to be live right up until kickoff. So we're just getting started. This has just been the first 15 minutes of the show, and you guys are already crushing it. TC Carr. Between Pitts and Musgrave, I'm leaning slightly... Look, Pitts is the safer play. I'm leaning slightly towards Musgrave, I think he could break out. No Aaron Jones, no Christian Watson. I think Luke Musgrave could have a day. Give me one quick second. The Butt Fumble Sports NFL DFS lineup for week 2. We are putting out our DFS lineup right now, everybody. If you go over to YouTube, if you go over to Instagram, week 2, hashtag DFS, hashtag daily fantasy lineup, hashtag NFL DFS, hashtag Butt Fumble Sports. Okay, we have just shared our DFS lineup for the day. Our DFS lineup is now out on Instagram. If you go to Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram, you can see that DFS lineup. Just posted it now. Memes are awesome. Memes are awesome. I'm going to lean towards Joe Burrow. Memes are awesome. I lean towards Joe Burrow. Brecken, Brees is questionable with his knee. Interesting. Thanks for letting me know. Big Kev 02. I'm going to lean slightly towards Lamar Jackson. It's very, very close. I'm going to lean towards Lamar Jackson just barely, just because of the running capability. Gabriel, Flex, Romeo Dobbs, Elijah Moore, or Cortland Sutton. I still think Cortland Sutton's probably the best play, but it's close between him and Dobbs now. Prioritizing those who have contributed to the show. If you're watching on YouTube, Twitch, or Kick, I also answer your questions there. Aaron, on air now. Yes, I am, Aaron. Hit me up. Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram. Aaron, on air now. Just DM me on Instagram. We'll talk after the show. Appreciate all of you guys being with us. Jonathan Carpenter, W. What are your thoughts on Justice Hill from Baltimore? I think I like Edwards slightly more overall between the two. I think Hill could be a decent substitute play, but I really think at best he's a flex. I think you need to see something from him for him to elevate into that running back 2 situation. Lucci DeMeo, I'd go with Hopkins. Lucci DeMeo, I'd go with Hopkins over Reed and Drake London. LSU Tiger 420, I'd go with, I lean slightly towards Trevor Lawrence over Lamar Jackson, I think. Jorge, between Njoku, Musgrave, and Henry, I'd go David Njoku. Appreciate all those who are watching the show. Make sure you hit that follow button no matter where you're watching. Butt Fumble Sports is live every single day. Make sure you hit that follow button so you never miss a show, you never miss our content, you never miss the opportunity to get your questions answered. We're live every single day. There isn't a day of 2023 when I will not be live, so make sure you hit that follow button. Okay, we just hit our live goal again, so I'm going to give out another MLB game pick. Gerard, thank you. I'll get back to your questions in 1 second, but first an MLB game pick for you guys, just because, you know, you like to win money all over the place. We're going to take the Reds plus 1.5. Reds plus 1.5. If you're watching on YouTube, Twitch, or Kick, you can see these picks up on your screen. Damian Skybird, pick 1. Puka, Dobbs, McLaurin, or Michael Thomas. I'm going to lean slightly towards Michael Thomas over Romeo Dobbs. Yaba. Let me get back to Yaba. Sorry. Trade CeeDee Lamb, Tyler Algier for Austin Eckler. I think it's a good trade. Yeah, I think that's actually a pretty good deal. Kaysen, James Cook or Rashad White. I'm going to lean slightly towards Rashad White, just barely. It's very close, though. Gerard, I'm going to go with Christian Kirk, Gerard. I'm going to go with Christian Kirk. Appreciate all those who are supporting the show. LAU. Puka, Gabe Davis, or Pickens. Pick one. It's very close for me between Davis and Pickens, but I'm going to lean towards Gabe Davis. Something's telling me he and the Bills have a bounce back game and put up some big numbers. Bench 2. Mike Williams, A.J. Dillon, Zay Flowers, Amari Cooper, Joshua Kelly. Okay, I would actually bench Joshua Kelly and Amari Cooper. Joshua Kelly has a tough matchup. Amari Cooper has that injury. You may not want to risk it with him. Steve Emmons, Kendrick Bourne, Atwell, Gabe Davis, Calvin Austin. I'd go with Gabe Davis. John Alexander, I'd go Michael Thomas. Droid Man, I'd lean slightly towards Jared Goff. I just trust him a little more than I think Derek Carr, but it's very close. Troy Ferrio. Between Pickens and Lockett, I'm going to lean slightly towards Pickett, I think, just because fewer mouths to feed in that offense. Appreciate all those who are supporting the show. I try to prioritize those who contribute to the show first. So, in case you're wondering why is he not answering my question, I try to prioritize those. Ethan, I'd go with DJ Moore. Ethan Anderton, I'd go with DJ Moore. Bijan, over 18.5 receiving yards. I lean towards yes, but I think it's going to be very close. Nico Collins, over 3.5 receptions. That one I wouldn't touch. By the way, let's actually do our research on that really quick. If you guys are curious, Bijan Robinson on his total receiving yards. We're doing that research live on our screen right now. The over 53%, over 17.5 receiving yards for Bijan, 53% implied probability to just 47% on the under. I'll put this one up on my screen as well. Bijan Robinson, over 17.5 receiving yards. We've also had the line movement go down on that one, so I actually like that one as well. Giving that out because we just hit 25,000 likes. So there's another NFL bet for you guys. Bijan Robinson, over 17.5 receiving yards. Ant, Breece Hall, or Dobbs. I'll lean towards Romeo Dobbs for now, especially with Christian Watson out of this game. Ethan, thanks for contributing to the show. I'll look for your question. Josh, thoughts on this trade? Derrick Henry, DJ Moore for Chase and Flowers. I'd rather have the Chase and Flowers side. I really like that trade overall. I think it's pretty fair. Like the deal, but I know what side I'd want. Kaysen, I'm going to lean towards Rashad White over Dameon Pierce, and it's because of those injuries to the Texans' offensive line. Those have me worried, so I'm going to lean towards Rashad White. If you guys haven't done so already, make sure you hit the follow button. We're live every day. Make sure you're a member of this Butt Fumble Sports community, whether it's on YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, or Kick. Make sure you follow this Butt Fumble Sports community. We are live every single day. Make sure you hit that follow button. And yes, if you're watching on YouTube, Twitch, or Kick, we answer your questions as well. Landon, I'd go Jahmyr Gibbs. Landon, I'd go Jahmyr Gibbs over Kelly. Trevor, I'd go Ayuk over Dotson. I am Nick Hager. I'd go George Pickens over Jerry Jeudy. Anthony Ray, should I trade Derrick Henry and Zay Jones for Jacobs and Gabe Davis? Yes, I would. Nick Ireland, Stevenson and Hopkins for Derrick Henry. I actually don't know if I like that trade. I'm not high on it. Ethan Plays, 22. I'd go with Josh Reynolds. I think I'd go Josh Reynolds. I think even though Robert Woods had a good week 1, I think Josh Reynolds could actually be the better play. McKay, I'd go Jamal Williams. McKay, I'd go Jamal Williams. Appreciate all those who are supporting the show. I'm going to prioritize those who have contributed. I just did a rip of those who haven't. But let's go to Chase Wilson. Chase Wilson, I'd go Zach Moss. Chase Wilson, I'd go Zach Moss. Michael, I see you contributing. I want to find your question. I'm not seeing it right now. Write it right now if you could, Michael. Maybe it'll show up better right now. So I appreciate you contributing to the show. When we hit 30,000 likes, I'm going to give out another NFL game pick, another NFL bet. So make sure you hit that like button on TikTok Live. Kid Demand, I'd go with Joshua Kelly. William Lenher, I'd go with... I'm going to lean towards Terry McLaurin, but I don't feel good about it. User 1675, I'd go DJ Moore. Ryan, I'd go with Najee Harris. Sean, I'd go with Jalen Waddle. Oh, sorry, it's a trade. I'd keep Jalen Waddle. Rich, thanks so much for hitting me up. Appreciate it. Michael, I'm having a tough time seeing your question. So if you want to hit me up on Instagram, Michael, I'm willing to do that. Sometimes for some reason doesn't show up great. So definitely want to help you out. Steven Shepard, Tutu worth the play? I don't think so. I'm not as high on Tutu as other people are. Appreciate all those who are watching the show, contributing to the show. Great to have all of you guys with us. DJ, I'd go Mike Williams. Ryan Luke, I'd go Michael Thomas. Kev V, I'd go... I'm leaning towards Calvin Ridley over Mike Williams, but it's super close. I don't know if I feel good about that. BR1ND, I'd go Bills defense. JT Sweet, I'd go Rashawn Johnson. Kevin Bean, thanks so much for supporting the show. I don't like Atwell or P. Ryan at all. I guess I'd go Atwell over the two, but I don't feel great about it. Appreciate all those who are contributing to the show. Michael, your question was Rachaad White or Josh Kelly. I'd go Rachaad White. Michael wanted to make sure I pay off you contributing to the show, so I'd go with Rachaad White. So appreciate that. Torin Blue, thanks so much. Hope you guys have hit that follow button. If you haven't, what's holding you back? We're giving out great fantasy football advice, having a lot of fun with you guys. Make sure that you hit that follow button no matter where you're watching. Here to help you guys out. Mesmerized, should I start Nico Collins or wait it out with Amari Cooper? I'm not as high on Nico Collins as others are, so I would say wait it out and try and get Shaheed off the waiver wire as your backup. King Screws, I'd go Michael Thomas. Kauan, I'd go Jamal Williams. Trip 3, great to see you. Trip 3, I'm going to lean slightly, I think, towards Romeo Doubs over Pickens. It's very, very close. I'm going to lean slightly towards Romeo Doubs, I think. Dylan is chilling. Does Kelsey get more than 7 receptions today? Let's go check that out on Outlier. If you guys are watching on YouTube, Twitch, or Kick, you'll see this research done on our screen. There are times people ask me a sports betting question. I like to do my research and right in front of you guys so you'll be able to see it. The over-under set at 6.5 right now. The over is great at 6.5. At 7, obviously that becomes a push play. The answer is yes. I do like 7 catches today. Over 7, we're getting a little dicey. He hasn't gotten over 7 catches in. He's only done it once in his last 6 games. So I'm going to put this up here on the board as well. That's Travis Kelsey over 6.5 receptions. I don't like the 7 though. 7 bad, 6.5 good. Make sure you have that half. Or what a half or the hook is the point zero, the 0.5 is the hook. Make sure that hook is in your favor, guys. Make sure that hook is in your favor. We are answering your questions across YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, and Kick all morning long, taking you right up until kickoff. Torin Blue, I'd go Jahmyr Gibbs. Torin Blue, I'd go Jahmyr Gibbs. Appreciate you guys helping us out. Want to make sure I'm answering the questions of those who have contributed. MB71987, I keep giving no response. MB, fire away. I'm looking for your question now, so sorry that didn't work out. The one thing I'll say is just keep asking the question. Don't worry about it. I'll find it. We'll get to it. Lou, I go Elijah Moore. LU, I go Elijah Moore. Waluigi time. Waluigi time. I'd go James Cook. Hef Dog, I'd go Zach Moss. Hef Dog 116. Leo, I'm going to lean towards George Pickens. JDEG 92. JDEG 92, I'd go Mike Evans. Dominique, I'd go Kelly and Hall. Dominique, I'd go Kelly and Hall. Dante, will Amari Cooper play today? No, because he's playing tomorrow no matter what. It's a Monday night game for him. Ryan, Ayuk or Kelly? Brandon Ayuk. Logan D, I'd go with I like the Falcons to cover plus 4.5 if you could get it. But right now they're favored. So what I'm saying is I'd rather have the alternative line. Rich Matthews, thanks for supporting the show. Gibbs, Henry, Chubb, Mixon, who should I leave out? Out of that group, I'd leave out Mixon. I don't feel great about it, Rich, because I still think Mixon could get a touchdown, but I think all 4 of those players could score a touchdown. You guys have been contributing to the show by hitting that like button, so I want to make sure I give out another NFL pick every time you guys get us up to every 5,000 like benchmark. So I actually owe you guys a couple NFL bets right now. I owe you guys 2, so let me give out another NFL pick for you guys. I also owe you an MLB pick, so we're getting a little bit tardy on these. I'm giving out Seahawks plus 6.5. Yes, that's an alternative line. I'd probably go as low as 5.5. Don't know if I like the 4.5, but I love the Seahawks plus 6.5. Giving out another NFL pick. Seahawks, Lions, over, and I would take the over at 44.5. Seahawks, Lions, over 44.5. If you're watching on YouTube, Twitch, or Kick, you can see that on the screen. Going to give you guys one more pick. It's going to be an MLB game pick. An MLB game pick right now. And the next one that I'm going to go with is going to be, I think, the Braves on the money line. Braves on the money line. They've not been playing well, but I'll take the Braves on the money line today. Rich Matthews, I'm going to lean towards George Kittle. Rich Matthews, George Kittle. Mel, 626_7. I lean slightly towards Kyron Williams. I think it's very close. I don't feel good about it, though. Nathan, I'd go Tyler Lockett. MB 71987. I'd go with Keenan Allen. I'd go Keenan Allen and A.J. Dillon if I could get both in the lineup, honestly. I'd rather have those 2 than Josh Kelly or Breece Hall. J Money, I'd go with the Giants defense. J Money, the Giants defense. Hope you guys have hit that follow button. Torin Blue, I'd go Anthony Richardson. And, answered that one. Appreciate all of you guys watching. Hit that follow button if you haven't. Hit that follow button. Jake, JP Powers, I'd go Miles Sanders. Jake, JP Powers, I'd go Miles Sanders. I am prioritizing those who have contributed to the show. So, want to make sure that I'm giving out the advice. Trying to go pretty fast. So, hope you guys pay attention, because yes, I do try to rapid fire it. Torin Blue, I'd go Justin Fields. Torin Blue, I'd go Justin Fields. Michael Warner, Falcons defense, Dolphins defense. Tough question. I'm going to lean slightly towards the Falcons because of all those injuries. I'll go with the Falcons defense just because the injuries, I think they make it a little bit easier on you. Appreciate all those who have hit that follow button. Great to have you as a part of this amazing community. Conrad family, I'm leaning slightly towards Musgrave, believe it or not. Luke Musgrave, I think, has a real blowout game. Zeke Longoria, I'd go Christian Kirk. I still go Christian Kirk over Romeo Doubs, I think. David Montgomery or A.J. Dillon. Still going to lean towards David Montgomery, I think, between the two. A.J. Dillon's value, I know, goes up, but Elliott Robinson, I do think the Bears cover. You might want to buy the extra 1.5, but I do think the Bears cover today. Jorge, Christian McCaffrey, anytime touchdown, does feel like a good play. We've almost hit 40,000 likes. I'm going to put that one up on my screen as well. Christian McCaffrey over half a touchdown. I think he does score an anytime touchdown today. Appreciate all the support you guys are giving the show. Duffel Bag, great to see you. Juwan Johnson or Dalton Kincaid? It's really tough for me because one of the bets I do like today, and I will put this one also up on the big board, is Dalton Kincaid over 2.5 receptions. I do think he gets to 3 catches today. That said, I do think Juwan Johnson is probably the better play duffel bag, so I'll lean towards Juwan Johnson, but it's not by much. I like them both, but I think Juwan Johnson's probably the safer play. Dylan, I'd go Sky Moore. Neon, Super Shrimp, I'd go George Kittle. Cohen Nunn, I'm going to go with Jerry Jeudy, I think. It's very close, though. Jeremy Blake, I would go towards Mostert and Najee Harris. I don't like Dameon Pierce with the offensive line issues of the Houston Texans. Appreciate all those who are supporting the show. If you haven't done so, make sure you hit that follow button. We're live every single day on YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, and Kick, answering all of your questions, no matter the platform. Jorge, I'd probably say Travis Kelce anytime touchdown is my favorite player prop bet involving Travis Kelce. I also like the receptions. Over half a touchdown for Travis Kelce is another one. I'm prioritizing on TikTok those who contribute, like Dan Sorn. Am I starting Wilson this week? I wouldn't start Russell Wilson or Zach Wilson, but I may consider Garrett Wilson, but it depends on who else you have. I probably am starting Garrett Wilson, but it's close. MB71987, thanks for contributing to the show. I'm going to lean towards, in the Standard League, Josh Kelly. Apparently, Breece Hall has a bit of an injury, but that said, I don't like Josh Kelly as much in the Standard as I do in the PPR. Appreciate all those who are watching the show. John, Pickens or Higgins? John, I'm going to lean towards T. Higgins. Just barely. I'm prioritizing those who have contributed to the show. I want to make sure I answer your questions. Like Eric Alcorta, I'd go with A.J. Dillon. Thanks so much for contributing to the show. Really appreciate it. Smizzle421. I don't like Juju Smith-Schuster. I'm not big on him at all. So while I don't like either one, I'm kind of fading Juju is my answer, but I really don't like either one. It's Noel7. I'd go Jamal Williams. Steve Tic-Taco. I'd actually go Kadarius Toney, believe it or not. Lane Berry. I'd go Rashad White. Eric. I'd go Joshua Kelly over Dameon Pierce. Esmeraldo Ramos. I'm going to go with Garrett Wilson at the flex. Mitch. I'm going to lean slightly towards Justin Fields over Anthony Richardson. Drew Miller. I'd rather play A.J. Dillon. That was a rip of people who haven't contributed to the show. But if you want your question prioritized, like Wes, let me answer your question right away. Start Musgrave or Kelce. Wes, I'd definitely start Travis Kelce. Anthony Richardson or Dak. On that one, I'd go Anthony Richardson. Wes, I'd go Kelce and Richardson. I also answer questions from those on Kick, Twitch, and YouTube. For Mesmerize, I'd go Michael Thomas. I'd go Michael Thomas over Brian Robinson and Hollywood Brown. Lucas Quack 1. I'd go DJ Moore over Jalen Waddle. And So Sammy, very close. I'll go DJ Moore 1, Mike Williams 2, Zay Flowers 3. So Sammy, it would be Moore, then Williams, then Flowers in that order. Appreciate all of you guys for watching the show. You guys have been absolutely awesome. Hope you guys are enjoying the content. We just got halfway to another live goal. The moment when we get to 45,000 likes, we're going to give out another NFL bet. So if you want more NFL picks, you can just get us up there by hitting the like button. Additionally, though, all of my bets every single day are on the SHARPZ app. That is the SHARPZ app. SHARPZ. If you guys want a link to that, just DM me on Instagram. Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram. Just DM me on Instagram. I'll share a link with you guys with our referral code. That way you guys can download the app, follow every one of my bets. So that's Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram. Every single day I put up my bets on Sharps, so just DM me on Instagram, Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram. I'll share the link with you guys. You can go see all of my bets because I'm only giving out my bets every time we hit another 5,000 like benchmark. If you just want all of my bets right now, they're all on the SHARPZ app. Cohen, I'd go Michael Thomas. Cohen, I go Michael Thomas. John, thanks so much for contributing to the show. John asks Pickens or Higgins. I would go with Higgins. John, I'd go with Higgins. The official Gonzo. The official Gonzo. Thanks for contributing to the show. I'd go with George Pickens. I'd go with George Pickens. Yes, I am prioritizing those who contribute to the show. Always want to pay those off. Like Robert Allen 94. Robert Allen 94. I'd go with T. Higgins. Robert Allen 94. I'd go T. Higgins. Make sure you hit that follow button, everybody. We're live every single day. Every single day. So if you guys want help with your fantasy football teams, if you guys want help with your sports bets, we are live every single day helping you guys out. So make sure you hit that follow button because you never want to miss a show. We're live every single day. That's a promise. Josh Waldrip, rate my team. Mahomes, Ridley, Keenan Allen, Henry, Jacobs, Kelsey, Moore, Giants defense, and McPherson. Josh, I think you're getting a W today. Love that starting lineup. Love that starting lineup. JR, thanks for supporting the show, JR. I'd go McKinnon, believe it or not. I'm leaning towards McKinnon. DA, do you think Tony bounces back this week? I think he gets a couple catches. I really think it's actually in the best interest of the Andy Reid and the Chiefs to get him involved. So I do think they just almost over-target him at times. Appreciate all those who are contributing to the show. You guys are absolutely great for being so supportive of us here at Butt Fumble Sports. We're live every day. Hit that follow button. I am looking for those who have contributed. Robert, no problem. Happy to help you out. Let's get back down here and see who else is. Adrian, I'd go Geno Smith. Tyler, I'd go Cortland Sutton. Tyler, thanks for contributing to the show. Tyler Skaubeck, I'd go Cortland Sutton. Repost King, I'd go Godwin. Pipco, I'd go Sutton. Pipco, I'd go Sutton. Ave, A-V-E, I'd go Chris Godwin. Zach, I'd start DJ Moore. I'd start DJ Moore because it's a PPR league. Ollie Sheehan, I'm leaning towards Kelly because it's PPR, but it's very close. Between Najee and Kelly, I only like it because it's PPR. Again, if you guys want access to all of my bets, make sure you hit that follow button and then go over to Instagram, Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram, and then hit me up. DM me on Instagram, Butt Fumble Sports. I'll share a link with you guys for the SHARPZ app. That way you can see all of my bets. I have another bet to give out right now because we've hit 45,000 likes. Another NFL bet to give out. So the next one that I'm going to give out for you guys, I'm taking the Colts plus 4.5. Colts plus 4.5. Another bet for you guys. Brady, thanks so much. That was awesome. Kelly, DA, thanks for contributing to the show. I'd go David Montgomery. DA, I'd go David Montgomery. CT, I'm leaning towards Hall. Just make sure he's healthy. Chef Lucas, I would lean towards, really tough. I'm going to lean towards Kyron Williams, I think, but I don't love it. Jacob Easley, welcome as you're a member of the team. Welcome to the team, buddy. Great to have you. Appreciate all those who are following the show. G Vega, DM me on Instagram. For some reason, I'm not seeing your question. So G Vega, DM me on Instagram. I'll answer your question there. For some reason, there are times where I feel like some people's questions don't pop up for a while. And I always feel bad because those people are contributing, so I don't want that to be the case. G Vega, just DM me on Instagram, Butt Fumble Sports. Tyler, Mike Williams. Tyler, I'd go Mike Williams over Puka. Bob, I do like the Lions on the money line today. If you're watching on YouTube, Twitch, or Kick, you can see all of my bets up on the screen right now. Your mom. I like Brian Robinson more. Your mom. I like Brian Robinson more. Jacob Easley is asking about Terry McLaurin or Mike Evans. Jacob Easley, I would go with Mike Evans today. I like the matchup a whole lot more, so that's the direction I'd go for that one. I'd go with Mike Evans between the two. We just hit a live goal. Every time we hit a live goal today, I'm giving out an MLB game pick. Every time we hit a live goal, I'm going to give out an MLB game pick. That way you guys aren't just getting good sports betting action for the NFL, but also on the MLB. I'm going to take the Astros on the money line. It's Jordan Lyles Day, everybody. Jordan Lyles on the mound for the Royals. I'll take the Astros on the money line. Daydream Fisher. Daydream Fisher. Analysis is useless when injuries are becoming too numerous. Fantasy is a gamble more than ever. Daydream Fisher, I want to give you a hug, buddy. I just feel like that sounds like such a glass half empty answer. The answer is yeah, injuries are frequent, but data, trends, analytics are still the best way to determine what is going to happen, who's the best play. I hope we give out a lot of good advice during the show. So I hope you guys are enjoying the content. I hope you guys enjoy the show. So I hope you guys are feeling like my analysis and my 2 cents is worth your time. So Daydream, I appreciate you watching the show, and I hope you have a good Sunday, buddy. Troy Compton, thanks for supporting the show. Your name came up with that little icon. That's why we asked for the gift. It makes it easy to find your name in the chat. Romeo Dobbs, Christian Kirk, Kendrick Bourne. I still lean slightly towards Christian Kirk. Even with Romeo Dobbs of greater value today, I think Kirk ultimately has the better game, but it's very close between Kirk and Dobbs. Cody, I'd go Joshua Kelly. Silas, I'd go Terry McLaurin. Bert, I'd go D-Hop. 5.7 Dolphin, I'd go Debo Samuel. Sean Kim, between Goff and Richardson, it's really close for me. I lean slightly towards Jared Goff, but not by much. I think Anthony Richardson could ultimately be the better play just because of the rushing opportunities that he offers. Cole, watching on YouTube, asks Mostert or Kelly. I'd go with Mostert, Cole. I'd go with Mostert. Colin Maffey, between David Montgomery, Chris Godwin, or Lockett. Colin, I lean slightly towards David Montgomery 1, Chris Godwin 2, but it's very close. If you're in a PPR, it might be Chris Godwin. Gus Bus, I'd go with Gus Bus. I'm going to lean slightly towards Ayuk, just barely, but it's very close. Thanks so much, guys, for helping me out with that live goal. When we hit 50,000 likes, I'm going to give out another NFL bet that I like, so make sure you guys are hitting that follow button. Jeff is asking Zay Flowers or Mike Williams. Jeff is asking Mike Williams or Zay Flowers. Jeff, I'd go with Mike Williams. Oh, G Vega Productions. I finally see you. There you go. G Vega Productions. Thanks for supporting the show. G Vega Productions was offered Breece Hall for Gibbs. I'd do it if I'm getting Jahmyr Gibbs. I'd rather have Jahmyr Gibbs right now than Breece Hall. Appreciate you supporting the show. Glad I was able to get to that question. Now I'm seeing G Vega Productions question like 4 times, so it's a good sign. We're getting there. G Kaush, GKAUSH06. Should I play Pittman or Hopkins? I'd play Pittman. Cross asks DJ Moore or Mike Evans. I'd go DJ Moore. Eric Lee 152. I'd go Pacheco. Mark, I'd go Kendrick Bourne over Samuel. Appreciate all of you guys being with us. Appreciate you guys watching the show. AY, I'd go Rashad White. Who scores in the Lions game? I think Jahmyr Gibbs gets in the end zone. I could see Amon-Ra St. Brown getting a touchdown. In that, on the other side, I think DK Metcalf scores a touchdown. I could maybe even see Kenneth Walker III getting in there. Charles 448, I'd go Jerry Jeudy. Appreciate all those who are watching. If you have not done so already, hit that follow button, everybody. Eli Gaming on YouTube, I'd go with Cortland Sutton over Kendrick Bourne. Cortland Sutton over Kendrick Bourne. If you guys want all of my sports bets every single day, DM me right now on Instagram, Buttfumble Sports on Instagram. I'll share a link with you guys and a referral code for the SHARPZ app. If you want all of my bets, MLB, NFL, every single day, make sure you hit me up on Instagram right now, Buttfumble Sports on Instagram. I'll DM you a referral code for the SHARPZ app. Doesn't cost you anything, just the referral code helps me. Nathan, watching on YouTube, I'd go with Mike Williams, Zay Flowers, and I'll lean slightly towards A.J. Dillon over Debo, but very close. Austin, I'd go DJ Moore over James Cook. Brant C, 123. Brant C, Mark Andrews is playing today. Jorge, I'm not focused on your question right now. Thomas J, if you want to see all of my bets, you can go on the SHARPZ app. You literally can see what I bet yesterday, what I bet today. I've put up, if you're watching on YouTube, Twitch, or Kick, you can see all of the bets that I've made so far today, or all of the picks that I'm recommending. These are bets that I actually have made already, but you can find them up on the screen if you're watching on YouTube, Twitch, or Kick. YouTube, Twitch, or Kick. If you're watching on TikTok, listen up. Thomas J, here are some of the bets that I like that I've given out so far. Bills on the money line. I also like Bills minus 2.5. I like the Ravens plus 4.5. The Bengals on the money line. Lions on the money line. Seahawks plus 6.5. Seahawks Lions over 44.5. And the Colts plus the Colts plus 4.5. When we hit 50,000 likes, I'm going to give out another NFL bet. The next bet will come out when we hit 50,000 likes, which is any second now. We are so close. Brant C, 123, I'd go with David Njoku. Brant C, 123, I'd go David Njoku. Goobs, I'd go JSN. Goobs, I'd go JSN. We've just hit 50,000 likes. Every time we hit a 5,000 like benchmark, we give out an NFL bet. Here's another one that we're going to give out right now. I'm going 49ers minus 5.5. 49ers minus 5.5. Another bet for you. Drew, watching on YouTube, asks, 14-team half PPR. Start 2. I would start Flowers and Thomas. Drew, I would start Flowers and Thomas. Jake Nast, I'd go with Mostert. Jake Nast, I'd go with Mostert. Michael Warner, thanks for supporting the show. Michael Warner, I would lean towards Chris Godwin. Michael Warner, I'd go Chris Godwin. Brandon Jane, I'd go Flowers. Brandon Jane, I'd go Flowers. T Derb 710. T Derb 710, I would go with Justin Fields. Jay Stafford, Travis Kelce is playing today. Appreciate all of you guys being with us. When we hit 55,000 likes, I'll give out another NFL bet. When we hit our live goal, I'll give out another MLB bet. So if you guys want this help, make sure you guys are hitting us up. Plenty of ways to get sports betting advice and fantasy football advice today. I am prioritizing those who contribute to the show. So those are who I'm looking for. Mel6267. I'm going to lean towards Johnson over Herbert in the Bears backfield, but it's very, very close. Oh, I had it. Funny guy, I had it. Sorry. Coop? Co-op or Coop? C-O-O-P, I'd go Jerry Jeudy. I had that one. There was one I missed because it jumped down on me. Hold on 1 second. Funny guy, we had you. Where'd it go? I had Mel. Where's Funny guy? Funny guy, there you go. What's your win-loss percentage, homie? Okay, when I don't do parlays, my winning percentage is at 65 to 68%. When I do parlays, it's closer to 50%. The parlays bring my overall win total down. I have been doing parlays on the SHARPZ app because obviously there's a lot of people on SHARPZ who love the parlays. I usually don't bet a lot of parlays personally. Like my parlay total, what I bet on parlays is way down, way down. Like I maybe put a tenth of a unit, a quarter of a unit down on parlays. I bet a lot of them now that I'm on the SHARPZ app because there are a lot of people who like them and they want to tail them. But honestly, what I put my units down on are individual bets, and we usually hit between 60 and 68% on our individual bets. It's the parlays that kill me, and it's because I throw those up there. I just throw no money at them just so you guys have some, but I'm really not big on parlays, like long parlays. 6 to 10 game picks, but I do them anyway. JR, dude won me $100 last week off his bets. JR, yeah, we do pretty well. NFL is our number 1 sport. MLB would be number 2. I would say WNBA is number 3 for now. NBA we're pretty good at as well. We just do a lot of research. But individual bets I will admit, we are way better with individual bets. So like the player prop bets that I put out there, the individual game picks that I put out there, that's what I'm all about. Smalls, I'd go with Justin Fields. Smalls, I'd go Justin Fields. By the way, Michael Warner, thanks for supporting the show. Debo, Pacheco, or Nakua. I'm going to lean towards Pacheco just slightly. Devontae Smith, hope you had a great Thursday night. I'm leaning slightly towards Amari Cooper. The worry is injury, Devontae. So I would be a little bit worried. I'd have a backup plan. If you can get Shaheed on the waiver wire, it's a good backup plan. Kelly over Cooper for the flex. User 77. I'm just worried about Amari Cooper's health. To be added to the injury report so late in the week, that definitely has me concerned. It tells me it's a serious enough injury where, if nothing else, it could limit him. I wasn't crazy. I don't like seeing that injury report the way that it is. So I'm leaning a little bit farther away from Amari Cooper than I was last night. Dylan, I like Lockett over Puka. Dylan, I like Lockett over Puka. Yeah, Brian Longwell. Oh, thanks so much, Coop. Brian Longwell, parlays F me up too. Like, parlays are brutal. Parlays are definitely one of those things where I put them out there because so many of the viewers, so many of my followers love playing parlays, and I always want to appease you guys. If you don't know, if you haven't watched the show before, I try to cater to you guys as much as possible in fantasy football talk, sports betting talk, DFS. I'm here for you guys. That's why I created the company. So you guys like parlays, that's why I do them. Do I like to bet them? Not at all. I actually advise away from it, but you guys like them so much, and I want to always give you guys the opportunity to see what you guys want. So Mel626, I'm going Christian Kirk. Mel626, I'm going Christian Kirk. Pop Music 101, I like the Ravens to cover today. Ravens plus 4.5. Ravens plus 4.5. When we hit 55,000 likes, we'll give out another NFL bet. 55,000 likes, we'll give out another NFL bet. Coop, I'd go with Zach Moss. Coop, I'd go with Zach Moss over Nico Collins. Appreciate you supporting the show as much as you are. Every time you guys contribute to the show, a little icon goes up next to your name. I'll find it in the chat. I'll prioritize those questions as much as I can. John Weiss, I'd go Miles Sanders. John Weiss, I'd go Miles Sanders. Of course, I appreciate all of you guys hitting that follow button. We are so grateful for the support. We're closing in on 53,000 followers. Incredible support. Hope you guys are following. If you haven't, hit that follow button today. So grateful for the support. Derek Lane, a really loyal follower, supports the show like crazy. Derek Lane, thank you. I see your question. Wasn't that hard today, Derek. I'm glad it wasn't hard. Godwin, Derek Lane, I'd go with Chris Godwin. That would be the play for me. Folks, we are 1 hour into our show. We are exactly 1 hour into our show. We got 2 hours to go. If you thought the first hour was fun, don't worry. We've got 2 more hours of answering your questions ahead of you, so don't sweat it. If you haven't gotten your question in, there's plenty of time. If you're loving the content, hit that follow button. We're live every single day. There will not be one day of 2023 when I'm not live. I wasn't feeling that well yesterday. I was on live twice yesterday. I was actually live 3 times yesterday. So make sure you guys hit that follow button. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you're live with me every single day. I cannot wait to have you guys ask your question. So let's get back to it. I do prioritize those who contribute. Josh Waldrip, you going to do any more rival fantasy football leagues? The answer is yes. If you guys want to do fantasy football leagues, I absolutely will. Just DM me on Instagram, Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram. If I see we're getting enough demand, I absolutely will do that. So if enough people want to join a fantasy football league, it's a $250 prize pool, $0 buy-in. Yes, you heard that correctly. $250 prize pool, $0 buy-in. I know, it sounds like a great deal, because it is. So with that said, I'm going to lean, I think it's awesome. I love that Rival Fantasy is supporting the show. So if you guys want to get in on a fantasy football league, it won't start until week 3. It won't start until week 3. Today's won't count. So if you want to be a part of that fantasy football league, just DM me on Instagram. I'm more than happy to start another league. I'm actually, you can see right now, going to go create another league. Wait 1 second. I got to make sure I number it correctly. This is going to be league. It's going to be, we have even more than this, but the name of this league is going to be Butt Fumble Sports FFL 22. We have over 22 leagues that we've created because we want to compete against you guys. We want to compete against you guys. So, Josh Waldrip, you just got a link. Daddy Eddie, you just got a link. If you guys want to be a part of this fantasy football league, we're definitely going to do it. All we got to do is fill up the spots. So if you guys want to be a part of a fantasy football league and compete against us, yeah, we're absolutely doing it. If you guys want to, just DM me on Instagram, Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram, and yeah, we'll do it. So just DM me, Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram. Happy to get in that league. By the way, it's not just for week 3. It would just start in week 3, but it's going to be season long. But if you guys want to be a part of it, I'm opening up that league right now. All you got to do is DM me on Instagram. The moment we fill up the league, we'll draft. I'll get back to your fantasy questions as well. Wizard of Oz, I'd go with Joe Mixon. Wizard of Oz, I actually think it's a trick question. I'd go with Joe Mixon. Streel, Streal, I'd go with Stevenson. Streel, I'd go with Stevenson. When you guys contribute to the show, a little icon goes up next to your name, makes it really easy to find it. That's why I always prioritize those. Bobby, thanks for subscribing. Bobby, welcome to the Butt Fumble Sports community. We are live every day, and we do exclusive shows for subscribers. We did one last night. Welcome to the Butt Fumble Sports team. You are awesome. Welcome. So excited to have you. That's awesome. Jonathan Carpenter, would you trade for Pacheco having Mahomes? Yeah, I think it's okay. I'm not crazy about trading for Pacheco anyways, but if you wanted to get another running back and you thought he was a good play, I don't think it's terrible to have both of them. Bobby, great to have you as a part of the community. So excited. Anthony, I'd go with Godwin. Anthony, I'd go with Godwin. I do prioritize those who have contributed to the show. CH23, Christian Kirk, anytime touchdown today. Ooh. I could see it, but I'm not crazy about it. I could see it, but I'm like, there are so many other options. I like Travis Etienne to score a touchdown. I still think I like Calvin Ridley. I might like Ingram. It's just a lot of mouths to feed. I like him more between the 20s, I think. So for that reason, I think I'd go in that direction, but it's very close for me in terms of saying yes or no. I kind of lean towards no, but ugh. Let me get back to answering your fantasy questions. If you do want to be a part of this fantasy football league, just DM me on Instagram, Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram. If you guys want to be a part of it, all you got to do is hit me up. Once we fill up the league, only 5 spots left. Once we fill up the league, we're going to draft. And yes, my multitasking has become amazing. Mint Cherry Crunch, I'd go with Godwin. Mint Cherry Crunch, I'd go with Godwin. Eric Atkins, I'd go with Zay Flowers. Wizard of Oz, I'd go with Mike Evans. Wizard of Oz, I'd go Mike Evans. And thanks for supporting the show. If you guys haven't done so already, make sure you hit that follow button, everybody. Make sure you're following Butt Fumble Sports. We're live every single day. If you're watching on YouTube, Twitch, or Kick, Hit the subscribe button. That way you never miss our show. We are live on YouTube, Twitch, and Kick every single day. Brant Carlson, guess what you just got? You got a link. You just got a link to the draft, a link to the league if you want to join. Just DM me on Instagram, Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram if you want to join. We're doing this league on Rival Fantasy. Thank you, Rival Fantasy. $0 buy-in, $250 prize pool to the winner. $0 buy-in, $250 prize pool. Love it. Nico, I'd go Joe Burrow. Nico, thanks for supporting the show. Nico, I'd go Joe Burrow over Deshaun Watson. Shady Esco. CD, Waddle, Ridley. Man, that's brutal. Because I really like Mike Williams. I kind of like Mike Williams more than CD Lamb. I like Williams more than I like CD Lamb. Yeah, it's really tough for me. I don't want to say bench CD Lamb, but I feel like Williams has the better matchup against that Titans defense. Wizard of Oz, Mike Evans. Wizard of Oz, Mike Evans. Jonathan Carpenter, giving up Flowers, you would have to offer a lot. You would have to offer a lot. If you guys want to get Zay Flowers, I think you're going to have to give a lot. If you want to get Zay Flowers, you should be asking for a lot. 3 spots left in this fantasy football league. The moment we fill it, we will draft. So if you guys want to be a part of this fantasy football league, make sure you hit us up on Instagram. Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram. Make sure you DM us, and we will give you guys a link. So DM us, and we'll hook you guys up with the link. That way you can contribute and participate in this league. We're going to see who's ultimately better at fantasy football all through these leagues. Brandon Jane, I'd go with D-Hop. Brandon Jane, I'd go with D-Hop. Wizard of Oz, should I start or sit Kelly? It depends who else you have. I'm not crazy about the matchup he has. It's not a very good matchup. Obviously, against that Titans defense, they're better against the run than they are against the pass. So there's a little bit of concern there. Sharing the fantasy link with all of those who want to participate in this league. All you got to do is go claim your team on Rival Fantasy. The moment we fill up the league, we'll draft. Only 2 spots left, everybody. 2 spots left before we draft. Zay Flowers or T. Higgins. I'm going to lean towards T. Higgins just barely. Cole, Kendrick Bourne, or Drake London. Ooh, that's tough. I'll go Kendrick Bourne, believe it or not. Trod02, I'm going Zach Moss. That's crazy. I'd go with A.J. Dillon, and I'd go Rashad White. A.J. Dillon if you're going for just one. A.J. Dillon. Jacob, picking 2. Jacob, I'd go Godwin and Rashad White. Jacob, I'd go Godwin and Rashad White. Bob Jeff Supreme. Who should I start, Lamar Jackson or Baker Mayfield? I'd start Lamar Jackson. Bob Jeff Supreme, I'd start Lamar Jackson. I know Baker could have a good game, but I still like Lamar Jackson more. Frederick, 2829, I'd go Jahmyr Gibbs. We have hit, by the way, 55,000 likes. Every time we hit a 5,000 like benchmark, we're going to give away one of our favorite NFL bets of the day. The next bet that we're giving out, not a surprise to many of you, it's Giants on the money line. Giants on the money line. So another bet that we're giving out right now is Giants on the money line. Every time we hit a 5,000 like benchmark, we give out one of our favorite bets of the day. If you're watching on YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, or Kick, if you're watching on YouTube, Twitch, or Kick, you can see them on the screen. All those bets are on the screen if you're watching on YouTube, Twitch, or Kick. For everybody else, you're just going to have to pay attention when I say them. For TikTok, answering more of your fantasy questions when you contribute to the show, I focus on those faster, like Joshua Hill. Joshua Hill, I'm going to lean towards Njoku just barely. I think Njoku finds the end zone. That's what makes the difference. I think both are going to have decent days between Hurst and Njoku, but I'll lean towards David Njoku. Wait 1 second. I got to pause the show for a second because that stupid thing happened. And then I've got to change the background because that's stupid. But give me 1 second and we'll get things back to normal. Bingo. Okay. Debo, I'd go Zay Flowers. Debo, I'd go with Zay Flowers. Wizard of Oz, I'd go Brandon Ayuk. Wizard of Oz, I'd go Brandon Ayuk. Nobody, I'd go Rashad White over Javonte Williams. Rashad White, I'd go... nobody, I'd go Rashad White or... Oh, sorry, it's Rashid Shaheed. Rashid Shaheed, I'd go Rashid Shaheed over Javonte Williams. I'd still go with Shaheed, I think. It's very close, though. Let's see how we're doing in this league. 2 spots left, everybody. 2 spots left in this fantasy football league. If you want to be a part of a fantasy football league and compete against Butt Fumble Sports all season long, just DM me on Instagram right now. Nikki, I'd go Jackson Smith and Jigba. Nikki with 4 Ys, I'd go Jackson Smith and Jigba. Preston, I'd go Michael Pittman. Preston, I'd go Michael Pittman. I'm going to prioritize those on TikTok that I've given to the show. Like Brant C, if I can't draft on Rival Fantasy, will it auto-draft for me? Yes, it will. It will auto-draft if you can't be a part of the draft. Hope you can, though. Would love to be able to compete against you in the draft as well. If you want to be a part of this fantasy league, just DM me on Instagram, Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram, and we'll do this league. Nolan Davies. So I'm in a spot in a QB Superflex. Dalvin Cook or Amari Cooper. I think I go Dalvin Cook, believe it or not. The Amari Cooper injury has me a little bit worried. Changa, I'd go DJ Moore over Zay Flowers. I'd go DJ Moore over Zay Flowers. Mason, I would go with Elijah Moore 1 and then Zach Moss 2, Mason. Moore 1, Moss 2, Edwards 3. Appreciate all those who are watching the show. If you haven't done so already, hit that follow button, everybody. Hit that follow button. Make sure you're following Butt Fumble Sports. We're live every single day. Make sure you hit that follow button. We're live every single day, so make sure you hit that follow button. Hector, I just sent you that link for our league. If you want to join, go hit us up on Rival Fantasy. All you got to do is take that link, join the league, get your spot. 2 spots left. John, 316 cards. I'm leaning towards Sam Laporta, believe it or not. Cole Kmet, I like. Sam Laporta showed me something in week 1. John, 316 cards. That's where I'd go. Liam Weiss, I'm looking for your question. I want to make sure I answer it. Liam Weiss, you've been such a good contributor. Liam Weiss, make sure you write that question. I want to make sure I find it. Chuck-a-Lacken. Chuck Acklin? Sorry, Chuck Acklin? Butchering that. But Michael Thomas, Chuck. Michael Thomas over Zay Jones. Appreciate you watching the show. Appreciate you supporting the show. By the way, for these leagues, it's a $0 buy-in, $250 prize pool. $0 buy-in. That's right, you heard me correctly. $0 buy-in, $250 prize pool. Thanks to Rival Fantasy putting these leagues together. Thank you, Rival Fantasy, for supporting the show. Wizard of Oz, I'd go Justin Herbert. Wizard of Oz, I'd go Justin Herbert. Riley Weisens. Riley, W-E-I. Riley spelled R-Y-L-E-Y. Riley. Yo, boss, what's good? You thinking Lamar Jackson against Cincinnati or Richardson? Okay, I'm leaning towards Lamar Jackson. Not by much, Riley, but I lean towards Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson would be the play for me over Anthony Richardson. Just barely. Appreciate all those who are supporting the show. Mark Ragland. I'm going to lean slightly, I think, towards Purdy. It's very close between Goff and Purdy. Man, it's very, very close. You know what? It's a coin flip. I think both are going to do well, Mark. I think they're going to have similar stat lines. I lean, I think, towards Purdy, but I really could talk myself into either one of them. Make sure you hit us up, Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram. Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram if you want to get into this fantasy football league. Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram. Sharing a link with you guys. We only have 2 spots left. More people just hit me up, so you better go claim that spot right now. Once the league fills up, we will start that draft. At 60,000 likes, we're going to give out another NFL game pick. Another NFL game bet we will give out once we hit 60,000 likes. Noel, Nol, Nol. I would start Jamal Williams and Jackson Smith and Jigba. Nol. I would start Williams and Jackson Smith and Jigba. Appreciate all of you guys watching the show, all of you guys contributing. Make sure that you hit that follow button. If you're new to Butt Fumble Sports, make sure you hit that follow button. That way you never miss the show. That's crazy. Where did you say you could get those bets? SHARPZ. DM me on Instagram. That's crazy. DM me on Instagram. Butt Fumble Sports. Just DM me on Instagram. I'll share a referral code with you guys for the SHARPZ app. That way you can follow all of my bets. Every single bet that I make will be on the SHARPZ app. Every single bet I make will be on the SHARPZ app. So just DM me on Instagram. That's crazy. And you can get all of my bets. Checking on our rival fantasies. Still 2 spots left. Better go claim those spots. It's going to go fast. Once they fill up, we'll draft. Okay, I'm going to do a rapid fire right now. Liam Weiss, you've been so awesome. Liam Weiss, here you go. I'd go Miles Sanders, Liam Weiss, Miles Sanders over Hall, and I'd go Jerry Jeudy. Liam Weiss, I'd go Sanders and Jeudy. Blaine, I'd go with Hollywood Brown, actually. Mike, I'd go Flowers over Puka. M, I'd go with Justin Herbert over Lamar Jackson. Doing rapid fire right now. Sebi, Aaron Jones will not play. The real Emmett, I would go with Dameon Pierce, but I don't like it. B, I'd go with Jahmyr Gibbs. Zachary Elkins, I'm going to lean slightly towards Herbert. Liam Weiss, one more time, I'd go Sanders and Jeudy. M. Patel, I'd go with Jalen Waddle. Weenie Warrior, I'd go Mike Williams. Weenie Warrior 420, I'd go Mike Williams. Duck U, I've got Walker, Pierce, Pacheco, and Williams. Need 2 for the running back position. Duck U, I'd go Pacheco, and I'm leaning slightly towards Pierce, but I don't love it. Between Pierce and Walker, I lean towards Pierce, I think, slightly, but it's close. Mike, I'd go Flowers over Puka. Someone is asking Tyler Lockett or Amari Cooper. I'd go Tyler Lockett. Rapid fire right now. It's Caden. I'd go with Breece Hall. I'm a little worried about the injury, but I still like him a little bit more. Make sure you hit that follow button, everybody. Make sure you're following Butt Fumble Sports. We're live every single day. So if you guys want to get your questions answered, your fantasy football questions, your sports betting questions, we are here every single day to help you guys out. Make sure you hit that follow button. We're live every single day. Make sure you never miss our show. Hit that follow button, everybody. If you're watching on Twitch, Kick, or YouTube, make sure you hit that follow button as well. We're live every single day. That way you never miss a show. Brian, I just sent you the referral code for SHARPZ. Just sent it to you. Who would I start, Burrow or Richardson? I'd start Joe Burrow. I'd start Joe Burrow. Only 1 spot left for the Fantasy League, everybody. If you want to be a part of it, make sure you get it in. Go claim your team. RB, I'd start James Cook, I think. RB, I'm leaning towards Cook, actually. Ray D. O. for Frio. Ray D. I'll just say Ray D. I'd go Montgomery. Ray D. I'd go Montgomery. If you guys want to be a part of this Fantasy League, go claim your team now. Only 1 spot left. Only 1 spot left. By the way, we just hit 60,000 likes. You guys are awesome. 60,000 likes means we'll give you another NFL bet. Another NFL bet. I'm taking the Patriots plus 4.5. New England Patriots plus 4.5. That's it for 6,000 likes. If you're watching on YouTube, Twitch, or Kick, you can see all of our bets up on the screen right now. All of our bets up on the screen right now. If you're watching on TikTok, here is a refresher of my picks. I like Bills money line, Bills minus 2.5. Ravens plus 4.5. Bengals on the money line. Lions on the money line. I also like the over in that Seahawks and Lions game, over 44.5. I like the Colts plus 4.5. 49ers minus 5.5. The Giants on the money line and the Patriots plus 4.5. So if you guys want all of my bets every single day, they are on the SHARPZ app. Just DM me on Instagram and I'll share all of those with you. They are available for free every single day. We have 1 spot left. 1 spot left for this Fantasy League. Make sure you claim it today. Wicked bets. Most confident money line play. It would definitely be the Giants. I think the Giants on the money line is the highest confidence level. I would probably lean towards, for the number 2, I lean towards the Bills. That's obvious. I also like the Bengals on the money line. Those are 3 pretty high confidence level plays for me. 1 spot left for this fantasy league. If you want to be a part of it, just DM me on Instagram. Ravens. Ty, I'm sending you the link one more time just in case you didn't get it. Okay, in case something went wrong, sending you the link for this league one more time. So here you go, Ty. Here's another link for that fantasy league. If someone else wants to try to beat Ty to get into this league, just DM me on Instagram right now. Only 1 spot left. You better claim your team right now. 1 spot left. Ty just hit you up with a link to all of my bets on the SHARPZ app. Risk taker, if you want to try and steal this fantasy football league spot. Oh, no, it's filled. We just filled it. Sorry. Last spot's been taken. We're going to draft this league right now. I'm going to randomize the draft order. That's been randomized. And we will set the draft time for 11:25, everybody. So 4 minutes from now. Less than that. 3 minutes from now. 3 minutes from now, we will draft this league. Until then, I keep my picks up on the screen. Okay, let's get back to answering your fantasy questions. Corrado Creations, I'd go Romeo Dobbs. Blicky, Bob Thornton, I'd go with... It's a toss-up for me. It's very close. I'm going to go with Purdy, but it's very close. 6, I'd go Justice Hill. Timothy, it's very close for me. I'm going to lean towards OBJ, but it's very close. AJ Beast, I'm going to go DJ Moore. AJ Beast, I'll go DJ Moore. James Jones, I'll go Christian Kirk. James Jones, I'll go Christian Kirk. I'm doing rapid fire right now. Jake Villari, I would go with Miles Sanders. Jake Villari, I'd go Miles Sanders. Bull Grizz Trading, I'd go David Montgomery. I'd still go with Montgomery. Themio, I'd go Mike Evans. Themio, I'd go Mike Evans. Max Hill, I'd go CeeDee Lamb, Ayuk, and Godwin. Max Hill, I'd go Lamb, Ayuk, and Godwin. If you guys haven't done so already, make sure you hit the follow button no matter where you're watching. So Sammy, I would go with Deebo Samuel, DJ Moore, and Mike Williams. I think it'd be Deebo, Moore, and Mike Williams. So Sammy. Bob Jeff Supreme, I like the under 52.5 rushing yards for Joshua Kelly. Joshua Kelly under 52.5 rushing yards. We're about to start a fantasy football league in 1 minute, 15 seconds. We're going to start this draft. If you're watching on YouTube, Twitch, or Kick, that's what you're seeing on the screen. Okay, let me go prioritize the questions of those who have contributed to the show. So, if you've contributed to the show on TikTok, I'm going to prioritize your questions right now, like Michael Amdahl. Michael Amdahl. I'd go with Romeo Dobbs and Michael Thomas. Michael, I'd go with Romeo Dobbs and Michael Thomas. I'm going to prioritize those who have contributed to the show, like College Field Quest. College Field Quest, I'd go Baker Mayfield. Believe it or not, I'd go Baker Mayfield. When you contribute to the show, a little icon shows up next to your name, makes it easy for me to find you. I'm going to prioritize those. Ted Schumann, I'm going to go James Cook. Ted Schumann, I'm going James Cook. Jared Ford, 111. I'll go Gibbs and Kelly just because that whole injury now has me a little bit concerned. If you guys are contributing to the show, a little icon shows up next to your name, makes it really easy to find you guys in the comment section. I prioritize those questions first. Derek Lane, I'd go Rashad White. Derek Lane, I'd go Rashad White. We're starting this draft, everybody. This draft is now underway. I am going to look up week 2 injuries, seeing if we're getting any updates. Appreciate all those that are contributing to the show. I'll prioritize those that have contributed. By the way, the draft's underway, Elijah. So make your pick. Elijah, go make your pick. Ted Schumann, I said Cook. Deadpool, let's go Colorado Buffaloes. That's right, it's about time. Yeah, and by the way, Travis Hunter's going to be out for weeks. Disgusting that that player wasn't thrown out of the game. He absolutely should have been. Ty Fraz, I'd go DJ Moore. Ty Fraz, I'd go DJ Moore. Molly Fontaine, I'd go Zay Flowers. Molly Fontaine, I'd go Zay Flowers. Los, I would go with Flowers. Los, Los, I'd go with Flowers over D-Hop. Appreciate all of those who are supporting the show. When you guys do, I focus on those questions first. Like John, 316 cards, I'd go with Mostert. John, 316 cards, I'd go with Mostert. Geronimo, I'd go with Flowers. Corbin, I'd go with Gibbs. 9, I'd go with Olave. Kuz, I'd go with Hunter Henry, I think. It's very close. Huicho? I'm going to go with Garrett Wilson, just barely, Huicho. I'm going to go Garrett Wilson, just barely. Egg, I'd go Michael Thomas. John, 316 cards, I'd go Mike Williams. John, 316 cards, I'd go Mike Williams. Wolf Guy, 03, I'd go DJ Moore. Carson, I'd go with Dobbs. Tone, I'd go with Michael Thomas. I'll focus on those who contribute to the show. They're going to be my top priority. So when you guys contribute, I make sure I find those questions first. Will, I would start Bijan Robinson. Chase, I'd start Hall. K. Pana, I'd go Moss, believe it or not. Team C, I'm leaning towards Michael Thomas, just barely over Christian Kirk, but it's very close. Appreciate all those who have hit that follow button. If you haven't already, make sure you're a follower of Butt Fumble Sports. We're live every single day. There is not a day we will not be live. So if you love the content, if you love the conversation, make sure you hit that follow button because we're live every single day. If you never want to miss a show, make sure you hit that follow button, everybody. Prioritizing those who contribute to the show. So, if you haven't done so, make sure you hit that follow button. Make sure you're a contributor. Ibrahim, I'd go with Lamar Jackson. Jared Ford, 111. Thanks so much for the support. Jared Ford, I'd go with Gibbs and Jamal Williams. Luka Wilder, I'd go Zach Moss. Steve B, I'd go Geno Smith. Thanks for contributing to the show. I'm going to prioritize those who contribute, so that's why if you're not getting your questions answered, that's the reason. By the way, if you follow, I'll definitely look for it, and if I see it, I'll definitely answer it. User 4693, I'd go Freiermuth. Ruben Pena, I'd go Higgins. Willie, I'd go Lockett, I think. Chase, I'd go Godwin. Devin Lyons, I'd go Lockett. Will Dealey, I'd go Trevor Lawrence. Los, thanks so much for following us. Los, I think I lean towards Njoku, but it's very close. Jack Lou, 21, I'd go Dobbs and Wilson. Romeo Dobbs and Wilson. Jess Cruz, I'd go Keenan Allen. MC, I'd go Njoku. Alex Z, I'd go Lockett. Trying to answer as many of your questions as possible. We've hit 65,000 likes, so I'm going to give out another bet today. I'm going to give out another bet that I like. This one's going to be a player prop bet. I am taking Jimmy Garoppolo, over half an interception. For Jimmy Garoppolo. That's another player prop bet that I like. We have them all up on our screen on YouTube, Twitch, and Kick if you want to see them. Just checking my spot on the Fantasy League. Okay. If you contribute to the show, we look for you first. Thanks so much for helping me out with my live goal, guys. Derek Lane, I would go with Godwin, and I'd go Rachaad White. Derek Lane, Godwin, and Rachaad White. I got you, Derek Lane. Making all of you guys better fantasy football owners, hopefully. Good soup. Good soup. Thanks for contributing to the show. I'd go with Friarmouth. I'd go Friarmouth. Arctic Tiger. So good to see you, Arctic Tiger. Such a loyal viewer. Arctic Tiger, I'd go Ayuk. Arctic Tiger, I would go with Ayuk. Thanks so much for following the show. So great to have you as a part of this community. Chance Parsons, he was a subscriber. He subscribed last night. Chance Parsons, hope you liked that subscriber-only show last night. Chance Parsons, I'd go Jordan Love. Even without yeah, I still like Jordan Love more. Chance, I'd go Jordan Love. Great to have you as a subscriber. Luka Wilder, I'd go David Njoku. Luka, I'd go David Njoku. Isaac, I'd go David Montgomery. Appreciate all of you guys being with us. Make sure that you're a follower. Make sure you follow Butt Fumble Sports. We're live every single day. If you love the content, make sure you hit that follow button. You never want to miss a show. Steve B, it's really tough for me. I'm going to lean slightly towards Higgins, I think. I think both have big games. I think Gabe Davis could go off. It's just tough. I think Higgins has the higher floor. I think Davis has the higher ceiling. It's a close one for me. Very, very tight. Sorry that I'm on the fence about it, but I am on the fence about it. Don Julio, I'd go Hayden Hurst. Scubber Timius, I'd go Justin Herbert. Steve Elwood, I'd go Breece Hall. Just check his health status. Wyatt, love the name, buddy. Love the name. Ryan, I'd go Gabe Davis. ZKACH, I'd go DJ Moore. DJ Moore over Miles Sanders. Ollie, I'd go Zay Flowers. Geronimo, I'd go Zay Flowers. Derek Lane, even if they're on the same team, yes. Matt Rice, I'd go Justin Herbert. Jaden Farmer, I'd go Jackson Smith and Jigba. Dante, I just followed. I'd go with George Pickens, Dante. Tyler, I'd go Cortland Sutton. Golden Phantom, I lean towards Joe Mixon, actually. TX Jimothy, I'd go Gabe Davis. I'm rapid firing through as many questions as I can. Derek Lane, yes, even same team. Christian Watson is out, everybody. Corbin Meyer, I lean towards James Cook. Corbin Meyer, 919, I lean towards James Cook. Rapid fire right now. MC, I go DJ Moore. Thanks, Kyle. Thanks so much. Kyle, I prioritize the questions of those who give us a gift, so I'll look for your question and prioritize it. LGP Elite, I'd go Zay Jones. I'm going to prioritize the questions of those who contribute to the show. Like Wyatt. Wyatt, thanks for contributing, Wyatt. Love the name. I'd go Rashad White, Wyatt. Trip 3, I'd go Lamar Jackson. Looking for those who have contributed, like Steve B. I'm going to lean slightly towards Joshua Kelly, but I don't feel great about it. By the way, Kyle, thanks so much for supporting the show. We got to put up a new live goal. Every time we hit our live goal, I give out an MLB bet as well as a way of saying thank you. So we have another MLB game pick to give out. First, I'm going to make my selection here in our draft. I'll go DJ Moore. And then I'm going to give out an MLB game pick. It's going to be Twins on the money line. I know I'm being fast on that. I'll go back to it in a second so you guys can see it. But Twins on the money line is another bet that I like. Ospole, I'd go Christian Kirk. Chris Miller, I'd go Travis Etienne, actually. Kyle loves talking. So appreciate the support you're showing the show. Kyle loves talking, I go Michael Thomas. Nathan, I'd go Jerry Judy. Just barely. Kyle loves talking. Michael Thomas is the play for me. Appreciate all those that are supporting the show. I prioritize those questions. Hope you guys love the content. Wyatt, I'd go Geno Smith. Wyatt, I'd go Geno Smith. Appreciate all of you guys being with us. Twins on the money line was the last pick that I just gave out. Again, if you want all of my picks every single day, make sure you DM me on Instagram. Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram. Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram. Make sure you DM me. I'll share a link for SHARPZ with a referral code. Make sure you DM me on Instagram, Butt Fumble Sports. That way you can get all of my picks on the SHARPZ app. That way you never miss a pick. Every one of my picks shows up there. You never miss it every single day. We just hit the live goal super fast, so I'm going to give out another MLB game pick. Another MLB game pick's coming your way. By the way, I will share that with you guys right now because I'm getting someone who's asking about that. So, give me 1 second. Going to share that referral code with you guys. If you DM me on Instagram, I'll share the referral code with you. Vince Ochoa, there you go. All of my bets, all in one place, all available to you. I'll give out another MLB bet today. Brewers on the money line. Brewers on the money line. 54, Hutch 54, I'd go Gibbs. Hutch 54. 54, Hutch 54, I'd go Gibbs. I'd go Gibbs. Steve B, who's a sleeper tight end to me? It's Luke Musgrave. Luke Musgrave is a sleeper tight end for me today. With the injuries that to the offense of the Packers, Luke Musgrave could pop today. I also think I also think Sam Laporta and Dalton Kincaid could both pop. It could be a rookie tight end kind of day. Appreciate all of you guys joining us. If you haven't done so already, hit the follow button. Make sure you're subscribing. Jack, I'm looking at Twitch. Jack, fire away. King, I would go with Flowers. King, I'd go with Flowers. You're watching on Twitch. I'd go with Flowers. Forgive me, I'm just doing multiple things, so got a lot going on. That's why at times I'm a little slow to answer some of your questions. Jack, I'd go A.J. Dillon. Jack, I'd go A.J. Dillon. CDM, I would go with Mixon, and I'd go with White. Appreciate all of you guys joining us every single day. Is Swift worth trading for? Yes, I think now he's got some value. Landon, 11.99, I'd go Mike Evans. Landon, 9.9, I'd go Mike Evans. For those watching on TikTok, I prioritize those who contribute to the show. So make sure you hit that follow button, everybody. Make sure you're subscribing. Make sure you're contributing to the show. Sam, I'm going to find your question now that you've been contributing. Wyatt, I'd go with Najee Harris. Wyatt, I'd go Najee Harris. Good Soup, I'd go Freiermuth. Good Soup, I'd go Freiermuth. Hopkins and Andrews are both playing. AJ, I'd go Romeo Dobbs. AJ, I'd go Romeo Dobbs. Just making a draft pick right now in this league. Cash Money, I'd go Zach Moss. Cash Money, I'd go Zach Moss. Wow, we have a lot of questions. W Squad Boss, I'd go Baker Mayfield. Jack, I'd go Miles Sanders. Jack, I'd go A.J. Dillon. Appreciate all you guys watching the show. If you haven't done so, hit that follow button, everybody. Make sure you're following Butt Fumble Sports. You never want to miss a pick. Never want to miss a piece of advice. Jack, I got you. Make sure you're following on TikTok, Twitch, Kick, YouTube. Money Branch, thanks for subscribing, Money Branch. Let's go. Money Branch, welcome to the Butt Fumble Sports community. I'll make sure I answer your questions every single time. Great job. Welcome to the community. So happy to have you. Stacy, I'd go Trevor Lawrence. Stacy, I'd go Trevor Lawrence. Prioritizing those that contribute to the show. AJ, I'd go Zach Moss. AJ, I'd go Zach Moss. AJ, thanks for contributing to the show. AJ, I'd go Zach Moss. This is exciting, folks. We're getting a lot of you guys joining the community. It is so wonderful to have you. No matter the platform, make sure you subscribe. Like Money Branch. Money Branch, welcome to the Butt Fumble Sports subscriber community. Money Branch, I'd go Jamal Williams and Miles Sanders. Jamal Williams, you're exactly right. Injuries to the Texans' O-line have me concerned. Money Branch, I'd go Jamal Williams and Miles Sanders. Welcome to the Butt Fumble Sports community. So happy to have you. Welcome. Thank you for subscribing. Rich MC, I'd go Lockett. Rich MC, I'd go Lockett. Saul, you've been contributing a lot. I want to make sure I answer your question. Make sure you ask that question. I want to make sure I see it. You've been doing such a good job contributing. I want to make sure I answer it for you. Topher 1, I go Michael Thomas and Romeo Dobbs. Topher 1, I go Thomas and Dobbs. Gage, I go Gage, I'd go Burrows. Gage, I'd go Burrows. Patrick Sinclair, I'd go with the Giants defense. User, I'd go Michael Thomas. Dante, I would go Higbee, I think. I feel like you got to. I feel like that's the much better play. Money Branch, boom, let's go, buddy. I got you, don't worry. Jack, thanks for contributing. Jack, I'd go Jamal Williams. Jack, I'd go Jamal Williams. Brian, I'd go Jared Goff. Brian, thanks for being such a loyal follower. Brian, I'd go Jared Goff. Ethan, thanks for contributing. Ethan, I'd go Michael Pittman. Ethan, I'd go Michael Pittman. Willie, I'd go Freiermuth. Willie, I'd go Freiermuth over Laporta. User 8984, I think I think Keenan Allen will score a touchdown. I do like Keenan Allen to score a touchdown. Egg, love your support, Egg. Thanks for being such a great follower. Egg, I'd go with Chris Godwin. Egg, I'd go with Chris Godwin. Money Branch, it was Williams and Sanders. One more time, Williams and Sanders. Frankie, thanks for contributing to the show. Frankie, I'd go with Olave. Frankie, I'd go with Olave. Think he's got the best matchup. Connor, I'd go Brian Robinson, actually. Jared Ford, I'd go Gibbs, Williams, and James Cook. Jared Ford, 111. I'd go Gibbs, Cook, and Williams. Gibbs, Cook, and Williams. Jared Ford. Forgive me right now. I got to make a fantasy football pick in this draft. Boom. Saul de Philip. I'd go, it's close. Saul, I'm going to lean slightly towards Javonte Williams, but I'm not crazy about it. Saul, I lean towards Javonte Williams. Ty, I'm going with Njoku. Brian, I'm going with Goff. CTWN, I keep looking for your question and I can't find it. Just ask it again. I really want to help you out with your question. Arctic Tiger, thanks so much for being such a loyal member of the team. Rank is RB1 and 2. Mixon 1, Algier would be 2, but really, I think Mixon's really an RB2 today. Maybe at best an RB1, obviously, but I think he's closer to an RB2. I think Algier is closer to a flex play at best. Jack, I'd go Jamal Williams, Jack. Jack, I'd go Jamal Williams. I am prioritizing those that contribute to the show. Obviously, want to say thank you. Great White North, I'd go Michael Thomas. Great White North, I'd go Michael Thomas. Evan, I'd go Josh Allen. Evan Merker, I'd go Josh Allen. Matt Villamari, Matt Villamari, I'd go Michael Pittman. Thanks for contributing to the show. Sorry I butchered your name. Nick, I'd go Michael Thomas. Mateo, I would go Gibbs. I'd go Gibbs and Kirk. W. Haynes, I'd go Burrow. Big Boy Swag, I'd go Zach Moss. Nate, I'd go Pacheco, and I'm leaning towards Kelly, I think. It's very close, though. Appreciate all of you guys being with us. If you're watching on YouTube, Twitch, or Kick, we got you. Jack, I'm not doing the Lord's work. I'm just a sports fan that loves talking sports with you every day. Barry Bot Cheeks. Barry Bot Cheeks, I go A.J. Dillon. Barry Bot Cheeks, I go A.J. Dillon. Boss Eye, what are some tips for tight ends this week? I think rookies could pop. If you're looking for some cheap players in DFS or some players off the waiver wire, I think they could pop. That said, I like Njoku the most out of the group you named. Njoku 1, Freiermuth 2, Laporta 3 out of that group. Thanks so much for contributing to the show, guys. We are live every single day answering fantasy football questions, sports betting questions, everything that you guys need to cash in on fantasy football, sports betting every single day. If you have not done so already, hit that follow button, everybody. Hit that follow button. We're live every single day. Smoke Eye Brisket. Smoke Eye Brisket. I would go with Zay Flowers, Montgomery, and I lean towards Rachaad White. It's very close. White, Montgomery, and Zay Flowers, but it's very close. Sylvester Vargas. Sylvester Vargas, I go Michael Thomas. Sylvester Vargas, I go Michael Thomas. I know I'm falling behind on some of the picks that I should be giving out, but I'm focused on helping you guys out with your sports bets, your fantasy football. If you guys want all of my bets, make sure you hit me up on Instagram. Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram. I will share a link with you guys. All of my picks all in one place. They're all on the SHARPZ app. So just DM me on Instagram, Butt Fumble Sports. DM me on Instagram, and I'll share that link with you with the referral code. That way you do not miss a single pick. Hamza Ali, I'd go... It's a toss-up for me between Sutton and Kirk. I lean towards Sutton just barely, but I do like Christian Kirk as well. But Hamza Ali, I lean towards Sutton just barely. Prioritizing those on TikTok that contribute to the show, like Steve B. Thoughts on Waller? If he's healthy to go, I think he could be a good play today. I'm a little bit worried about the hamstring, but overall, if he plays, I think he's a good start. Brian, I have Ridley or Higgins. Should I... Actually, Brian, I think Ridley's the much better play. Much better play. Dave, you gotta go with Kelsey. Dave, you gotta go with Kelsey. Schloss 22, I'd go Mike Williams. Schloss 22, I'd go Mike Williams. Sylvester Vargas, I'd go Michael Thomas. People over profit, I'd go Brian Robinson. People over profit, I'd go Brian Robinson. Appreciate all those who are watching the show. If you haven't done so already, hit that follow button, everybody. We're live every single day. Hit that follow button. Damian K, I'd go Justin Fields. Period, I'd go Michael Thomas. Laters Z, I'd go James Conner. Lucas Haynes, I'd go Brian Robinson. KN, I'd go Sutton. Topher 1, I'd go Sutton and Dobbs. Brantley Carter, I'd go A.J. Dillon. I think it's a toss-up. Nixter, I'd go Gibbs. Nixter 31, I'd go Gibbs. Tayrun, I'd go Rachaad White just barely. Schloss, I'd go Mike Williams. Topher 1 answered that. Jack, I'd go Breece Hall. He's going to have limited snaps. Yeah, I still think I like Breece Hall more. Ant Casa, I'd go Garrett Wilson. Yeah, I do like Garrett Wilson. Euler Boss, I'd go Montgomery. Euler Boss, I'd go Montgomery. Watching on Twitch. Also watching on Twitch. Chase Holdsman, I'd go with George Kittle. Chase Holdsman, I'd go with George Kittle. If you guys want to get all of my bets all in one place, just DM me on Instagram. Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram. I'll DM you guys a link to the SHARPZ app. You can get all of my bets for free. You can tail all of them every single day. That's Butt Fumble Sports. Make sure you hit that follow button if you're watching, no matter the platform. But if you want all of my bets all in one place, just DM me on Instagram and I'll share that referral code with you. Prioritizing those that contribute to the show, like Patrick VC. Patrick VC, drop 1. I dropped Stroud. Patrick Black, I'd go with George Kittle. Patrick Black, I'd go with George Kittle. I am prioritizing those that contribute to the show. CH23, team to have 2 field goals. Okay, team to have 2 field goals. Great question. Oh, damn it. It always frickin' does that. I gotta tell these guys about this mistake. It's one of the few things I don't like. It auto drafts way too quick. Wow. Team to have 2 field goals today. I'll go with the Bengals. I'll say the Ravens. I think Justin Tucker gets 2 field goals. I think that's a safe play. Calvis DM, I'd rather play Anthony Richardson. Calvis DM, I'd rather play Anthony Richardson. I am going to prioritize those who have contributed to the show on TikTok. So if you contribute on TikTok, I'm going to find that icon. I'm going to make sure I answer your question right away. We'll do a rapid fire for everybody in just a minute. But first, I want to focus on those who are contributing to the show. So make sure you hit that follow button. Make sure you're subscribing as well, no matter the platform, YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, or Kick. Gabe, I'd go with Nico Collins. Goat, I'd go with Chris Godwin. Goat, I would bench James Conner. Goat, I'd bench James Conner. Holden, I'd go Jamal Williams. Braden, I'd go with Pitts. Love, LUV, I'd go Brian Robinson. Damian K, DJ Moore's going to be a great play this week. Andy D, I'd go Najee Harris. Angelo, I'd go Garrett Wilson. IP Shade 45, thanks so much for contributing to the show. Great to have you watching. Brian, thanks so much for supporting the show. Brian, I'd go Amari Cooper. The only concern is about the health. I still feel like if he plays, I prefer him, but you might want to have a backup on the waiver wire just in case. Yuri Hernandez, I'd go Baker Mayfield, actually. Patrick, I'd go Brian Robinson. Tristan Grubb, I'd go Njoku. 5-star Ginger, I'd go Lockett and Bourne. No, I don't mean that. 5-star Ginger, I'd go Lockett and D-Hop. Jonathan Speranza, I'd go Njoku. Josh, I would go Michael Thomas. IP Shade 45, Rookie DFS Day. Let's go. That's exactly right. IP Shade 45, you found my DFS lineup. It is up on Instagram. Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram. You can find my DFS lineup for the day. And yes, it has a bunch of rookies. I think a bunch of teams could target their rookies today, so I do like that. Appreciate all of you guys joining us every single day. If you haven't done so already, hit that follow button, everybody. Hit that follow button. We're live every single day. There will not be one day of 2023 when we're not live, so hit that follow button. We're live every single day. Frankie, I would go with the Jets defense, Frankie. I'd actually go with the Jets defense. Wilbur, I'd go with Mike Evans. Aiden, I'd go with Mike Evans as well. Appreciate all of you guys being with us every single day. There is not a day when we're not live. I am with you guys every single day, helping you out with your bets. By the way, CTWN, I haven't seen your question, so CTWN, if you want to, DM me on Instagram and I'll answer your question, because you've been contributing a ton to the show, but I haven't seen your question. So if you want to make sure that I answer it, just DM me on Instagram and I'll make sure I go over there and answer your question. CTWN, I want to make sure I say thank you for you hitting me up and contributing to the show as much as you do. So make sure you go over there if you want to get your question answered. IP Shade 45, thanks so much. Patrick VC, I'd go Justin Fields. Appreciate all those who are contributing to the show. I do prioritize those that contribute on TikTok. That way we answer all the questions of those who are contributing. There's a little icon next to your name. User 8478, I'd go with Michael Thomas. Michael Thomas. ZOWUI, I'd go with Travis Etienne, just barely. Appreciate all those that are watching the show. Again, if you guys want all of my picks every single day, make sure you hit me up on Instagram, Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram. That's Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram. DM me, I'll share a link with you guys, and that way you can get every single bet that I put out every day. They're all on the SHARPZ app. IP Shade 45. Yeah, you like the Godwin pick. I was actually, funny enough, IP Shade 45, I originally was going to go with Mike Evans, but I wanted to get Zay Flowers into the lineup, and Godwin was a little bit cheaper, so I prefer him. If you want all of my bets every single day, just DM me on Instagram. I'll share a link with you guys to the SHARPZ app. Ziyad, thanks so much for contributing to the show. You've been awesome today. I'd go with David Njoku. Ziyad, I'd go with David Njoku. Ziyad, it's David Njoku. Carlos, I'd go Freiermuth. Carlos, I'd go Freiermuth. By the way, Cannon King, I appreciate the question on Instagram. I do, but I'm not going to answer why. It means I got to type it out for you. I'm focused on a lot of people right now. So if you don't like the advice, don't follow it, but don't be like that. Don't make life hard. Wizard of Oz, we play against each other week 1. Wizard of Oz, I wouldn't have it any other way. Wizard of Oz, I love to see it. Cannot wait to compete against you. Really excited about that. That's going to be a lot of fun. If you guys want me to answer your question right away, just contribute to the show. Like Pelican. Pelican, I'd go with, wow, Pelican, I love all three of these. Sit one, I would sit Waddle. Pelican, I'd actually sit Waddle. I think he's got the toughest matchup. I am prioritizing those who contribute to the show. Thank you guys so much. So grateful to have all of you guys with us. Pelican, hope you have a great day. So happy to have you as a part of this community. By the way, XJoey86, I'd go Geno Smith. The one, I'd go Lamar Jackson, the one on Twitch. Snooze Clues, I'd go Hayden Hurst. Snooze Clues, I'd go Hayden Hurst. I prioritize on TikTok those that contribute to the show. Chase Holdsman, I'd go Mike Williams. Patrick 37, I'd go Mike Williams. Patrick 37, I'd go Mike Williams. If you do ask questions on YouTube, Twitch, or Kick, I do answer those as well. No Dak Prime, I'd go Mike Evans and Debo. Evans and Debo, no Dak Prime. Appreciate all those who are with us every single day. We are live every single day. There is not one day that we will not be live. I also want to give out my favorite bet of the day. My favorite bet of the day, my SHARPZ play of the day. So, the moment we get to, let's say, 80,000, when we get to 80,000 likes, I'll give out my SHARPZ favorite bet of the day. Sam Massini, I'd go with Mike Williams. Sam, I'd go with Mike Williams. Once we get to 80,000 likes, I'm going to give out my SHARPZ play of the day. Tito not here. Should I keep Jonathan Taylor for the long run? If you've had him this long, I'd keep him. I feel like he's a better option than a lot of the other players you could pick up off the waiver wire. Again, when we get to 80,000 likes, we are going to give out our SHARPZ play of the day, my favorite bet of the day. IP Shade 45, does any wide receiver benefit without Amari Cooper? Is it Chubb heavy? I think Elijah Moore benefits, and I think David Njoku benefits. So Elijah Moore, David Montgomery, I both think they benefit. Obviously, I think Nick Chubb does as well. Appreciate all of you guys supporting the show like you do. If you have not done so, whether you're watching on TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, or Kick, make sure you hit that follow button. Make sure you follow Butt Fumble Sports. We're live every single day. So make sure you hit that follow button. That way you never miss a show. We're live every single day. Hit that follow button, everybody. Make sure you're a follower of Butt Fumble Sports. I hope after today, we're close to 55,000 followers. Wouldn't that be something? Jackson, I'd go Pitts. Jackson, I'd go Pitts. Jack 05, I'd start Jamal Williams. Jack 05, I'd start Jamal Williams. Eli Berg, I'd start Romeo Dobbs. Eli Berg, I'd start Romeo Dobbs. Mason Cameron, I'd start D-Hop, I think it's close. Watch and wait, I'd go with Geno Smith. Watch and wait, I'd go with Geno Smith. Appreciate all of you guys being with us. When we hit 80,000 likes on TikTok, we will give out our Sharps play of the day. If you want all of my bets every single day, they're on the SHARPZ app. Just DM me on Instagram, Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram. I will share a link with you guys and a referral code. That way you can get all of my bets every day. But my favorite bet I'm about to give out, you got to get us up to 80,000 likes on TikTok. Isaac Poo, I'd go Olave, but really, I love all three of them. Isaac Poo, I wish I could start all three. Alex, I'd go Montgomery. I like Dylan, but I love Montgomery. I am prioritizing those that contribute to the show. Just like Brian. Brian, I'm going to go with Zach Moss. Brian, I lean towards Zach Moss. Appreciate all of you guys being with us. Audi 2K5. Audi 2K5. Is that Devontae Adams? If it's Devontae Adams, I got to go Devontae Adams. I like Dobbs, but I still got to go with Devontae Adams if that's the case. Appreciate all of you guys being with us every single day. Butt Fumble Sports is live. Amari Cooper likely out for Monday Night Football. Breaking news. Amari Cooper most likely out for Monday Night Football. So if you have Amari Cooper, everybody, Amari Cooper most likely out for Monday Night Football. Elijah Moore is now a good pickup off the waiver wire. His value goes up. David Njoku, his value goes up. Nick Chubb, his value goes up. Everybody, Amari Cooper is out, most likely out for Monday Night Football. He has been downgraded. His status for Monday Night Football. Everybody, Amari Cooper is out for Monday Night Football. That is what is being reported, most likely out. So guys, big news here. Amari Cooper, no longer a good play. Everybody, make sure you're aware of that. We have hit 80,000 likes, so we're going to give out our Sharps bet of the day, our Sharps favorite play of the day. If you guys haven't done so already, make sure you DM me on Instagram, Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram. I'll share a link with you guys with a referral code. That's Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram. I put up every bet that I make on the SHARPZ app. Every bet that I make is on the SHARPZ app. So, my favorite bet of the day, everybody. My favorite bet of the day. Here we go. Are you guys ready? I am going to go with... I'm actually going to give out two. The first one, Dak Prescott. I'm taking over half an interception. Over half an interception is one of my two favorite plays of the day. My second one, I saw this and I had to take it. Justin Fields over half a passing touchdown. It's only half a passing touchdown. I would take that bet. So, Dak Prescott over half an interception and Justin Fields over half a passing touchdown. Those are my two Sharps plays of the day. If you want all of my bets every single day, DM me on Instagram, Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram. DM me right now on Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram, and we will hit you guys up with a link. Really, there are parlays we have on Sharps. We have individual game bets, player prop bets. DM me on Instagram right now. I'll share the referral code with you. You guys can see every bet that I make every day. Not one bet you'll miss. Not one day you'll miss. Every single day, all of my bets are on the SHARPZ app. So DM me right now on Instagram, Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram. The name of my company, Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram. DM me right now. I'll share a link with you guys for the SHARPZ app. You can follow every bet that I make. That said, let's get back to answering your fantasy football questions. Eric, I'd go Zay Flowers just barely, Eric. Zay Flowers just barely. Think the matchup's a little bit better, Eric. That's why. I am prioritizing those that contribute to the show on TikTok. Audi 2K5. Obviously, I feel good about the bets that I give out. So if you guys think you want to follow me, by the way, one of the things I like about the SHARPZ app, you see the bets I make and you literally can press follow or fade. So if you don't like the bet I make, I love hearing your reaction. I always ask for you guys to react to my picks. If you don't like my picks, fade me. I'd love to know. If you guys follow, great, but if you fade me, I actually like that. I just love interacting with you guys as much as I can on every platform, and SHARPZ does a great job of that. It's why I really like SHARPZ. Jersey, thanks so much for supporting the show. Again, I'm prioritizing those who are asking the question, or those who are contributing to the show. Make sure you guys hit the follow button if you haven't already. Rocky, I'd go with Mike Evans. Rocky, I'd go with Mike Evans. Rocky, I think Mike Evans has a really good opportunity to have a good day today, as does Chris Godwin, like the matchup with the Bears. So, it's Mike Evans for me. Appreciate all those that are watching. If you have not done so already, hit that follow button, everybody. Hit that follow button. We're live every single day. Live every single day. Hit that follow button. JMCD, I'd go with Mike Williams. JMCD, I'd go with Mike Williams. Oh, sorry, it's Jamal Williams. I didn't realize you had Jamal in there. JMCD, I'd go with Jamal Williams 1, Mike Williams 2. Sporadic JK. I'm going to lean slightly, I think, towards Godwin over Mike Williams. It's super close. I like both of them. It's very, very close. I really like both of them. I think both go off today. I wish you could start both. Midge, I'd go Chris Godwin. Hudson, I'd go Geno Smith, actually. I'm going to lean slightly towards Geno Smith. Appreciate all those who are watching, no matter the platform. Watch and wait, I'd go Olave. Miles, I'd go Josh Allen. I think he has the better bounce back game. Austin Mindsail. Austin, I'd go White. Amari Cooper is out, everybody. Amari Cooper is out. So make sure you're aware of that. I'm actually going over and making and checking some of my fantasy lineups right now because Amari Cooper is out. Amari Cooper is not playing today. So make sure you guys are aware of that. It's going to change the situation for a bunch of you guys. Butt Fumble Sports just learned that. He is out for today. So make sure you guys are aware. Be careful, everybody. Be careful. Amari Cooper out for Monday Night Football. Kelly DeFord, I'd go David Njoku. Kelly DeFord, I'd go David Njoku. Appreciate the question so much. If you guys haven't done so, make sure you hit that follow button. That way you never miss a show. Tyler, very tough for me. I'm going to lean towards Juwan Johnson, but it's super close for me. I don't feel great about it overall. So I'm leaning in the direction of Juwan Johnson, but I'll admit I think it's a bit of a coin flip for me. Don't feel great about it if I'm being honest. Jacko5, I'd go Brian Robinson. Big Ryan, I'd go Chris Godwin. Big Ryan, I'd go Chris Godwin. That would be the play I would make today. Appreciate all those who are supporting the show. Make sure you guys hit that follow button no matter where you're watching, no matter the platform. Make sure you hit that follow button. I know a lot of you guys have injury problems. I'm literally going through my fantasy lineups right now to clear out some of these players that are hurt. It is unfortunate, but you got to do what you can. You make the adjustments. You go out on the waiver wire. You find some players. It's just called life, everybody. I am prioritizing those that contribute on TikTok, so if you have contributed, I'm going to look for your questions. Jersey, if you're asking, I haven't seen your question yet. Jersey, if you're asking a question, DM me on Instagram because I haven't seen your question yet. Would love to be able to answer it. So if I haven't already, go hit me up on Instagram. I'd love to answer that question for you. Alex Milton, I'd go A.J. Dillon. Alex Milton, I'd go A.J. Dillon. Appreciate all those that are with us. Big Ryan, I'd go Chris Godwin. Big Ryan, I'd go with Chris Godwin. By the way, yes, I am multitasking like a fiend right now, correcting my fantasy football lineups because we only have 50 minutes left, everybody. 50 minutes until this NFL Week 2 gets underway. I am so excited about Week 2. That said, we have all of our bets up on the SHARPZ app. As I mentioned to you guys a moment ago, if you want to get all of my bets for this week, DM me on Instagram, ButtFumble Sports on Instagram. I'll share a link with you guys. You can get every one of my bets today. Every bet that I like is on the SHARPZ app. So just DM me on Instagram, ButtFumble Sports on Instagram. Oh, Jersey Boy, thank you. I want to answer your question. Jersey Boy, I'm going to go with Dylan. Dylan would be the play. By the way, I like Montgomery and Sanders. I'll go Montgomery out of the two, but I like both of them. Jersey Boy, thanks so much for supporting the show. If you guys want all of my bets every single day, make sure you DM me right now on Instagram. DM me on Instagram. I'll share a link with you guys for the SHARPZ app. That way you never miss one of my picks. All of my picks are on there every single day. Make sure you guys hit me up. DM me, ButtFumble Sports on Instagram. We are live every single day. All of my picks are there every day. You never want to miss a show. You never want to miss a pick. We're here for all of it every single day. Prioritizing those that have contributed to the show. Chase Wilson, I'd go David Montgomery. Chase Wilson, I would go with David Montgomery. IP Shade 45, thanks so much. IP Shade 45, I'd go Romeo Dobbs in the DFS. Romeo Dobbs. IP Shade 45, I'd go Romeo Dobbs. Tyler, thanks so much for contributing to the show. Tyler, I would go with Pacheco. Tyler, I'd go with Pacheco. Appreciate all those who are watching. If you have not done so already, hit that follow button, everybody. Make sure you're following ButtFumble Sports. We're live every single day, so make sure you're following. Hit that follow button or subscribe. If you're watching on Twitch, Kick, TikTok, YouTube, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you're a member of this amazing community every single day. Getting back to answering your fantasy football questions. Prioritizing those that contribute to the show. Okay. Wow. Okay. Goat, I'd go Mostert. Goat, I'd go Mostert. Jake Anderson, I'd go Mostert. Garrett, I'd go Mostert. Jake Anderson, I'd go Mostert. Jason Groves, I'd go Kittle. Khalil, I'd go A.J. Dillon. Good man. Yes, he is good pickup. Sermon, Amari Cooper is out. Sermon, Amari Cooper is out. They're saying he's not going to play. McKay, I'd go Jamal Williams. McKay, I'd go Jamal Williams. Adrian, start DK Metcalf. Bull Grizz Trading, I'd go David Montgomery. Bull Grizz Trading, I would go with David Montgomery. Appreciate all those who are watching the show. If you have not done so already, hit the follow button, everybody. Make sure you're following ButtFumble Sports. We're live every single day. Make sure you hit that follow button. Yuri Hernandez, I'd go with Zay Flowers. Yuri Hernandez, I would go with Zay Flowers. Make sure you guys are hitting that follow button. Appreciate you guys helping me hit my live goal. Let me go set up a new one right now. Getting another live goal set up. Appreciate you guys so much for being so supportive of the show. We have 45 minutes left of the show, everybody. We've been live for 2 hours and 15 minutes, helping you guys out with fantasy football, sports betting, everything that you guys need. Jerry L., I'd rather have the Giants defense. Jerry L., I'd go with the Giants defense. I just feel better about the matchup. I also think that they're going to bounce back. You got to think that Brian Daboll has been ripping into them like crazy. Morningwig's been ripping into them, so I expect them to play better today. Kingpin 24832. I like the Bengals to win. The Packers, it's a little tight for me. I don't feel as good about the Packers with all of these injuries. So actually, I'm not as high on the Packers. I might take the Falcons to cover, believe it or not. I know the Falcons are the favorite, but I'd love to take the alternative line. So that's one of those. It's a tough spot. It's a game in which you might just want to avoid it, everybody. It might not be a good bet to ultimately make. You may just want to avoid it. So I don't know if I'd actually bet that game right now. Jerry L., I mentioned the Giants defense. Giants defense, Jerry L. I am prioritizing those that contribute to the show. So if you have contributed, I'm going to look for those questions first. Lilo, I'd go Goff. Lilo, I'd go Goff. Kyle, I lean slightly towards Mike Williams. I think it's a toss-up. I could go with either one, really. If you guys haven't done so, make sure you hit that follow button. We're live every single day, answering your fantasy football questions, helping you guys out with everything that you guys need every single day. So make sure you hit that follow button. By the way, I love when someone sends me like a terrible trade. Like, no, I'm not going to take dog shit and give you gold. Like, that's not going to happen. So it's just funny to me that people do that. Bonnie, do you have your 7 picks? Bonnie, my picks are all on the SHARPZ app. If you want to get all of my picks today, just DM me on Instagram. Bonnie, I'm going to send you that link right now. Just go DM me on Instagram. Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram. Make sure you guys DM me on Instagram. Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram. I will share that link with you with the referral code so you can get all of my picks every single day. That way you never miss a show. You never miss a pick. If you follow me, I'm definitely going to give you guys every opportunity to get access to everything that I offer. Picks, fantasy football advice, everything else. Forgive me, I am multitasking like a mofo right now, trying to set my fantasy football lineups as well as answer all of your questions. So forgive me, I am multitasking like crazy. Tyler, I like Cincinnati on the money line. I like Baltimore to cover plus 4.5. Cincinnati on the money line, but I like Baltimore to cover plus 4.5. All of my bets every single day are on that SHARPZ app. DM me on Instagram to get a link for it. Toby Savage, I'd go Ayuk. Marco, I'd go Sutton. Baseball, I'd go George Kittle. Alex Gonzalez, I lean towards Josh Kelly. Yoav, Y-O-A-V, I'd go DJ Moore. Ashton, I'd go Sutton and Odell Beckham Jr. Sutton and Odell Beckham Jr. Appreciate all of you guys being with us. If you have not done so already, hit that follow button, everybody. We are live every single day. Do not miss our show. Hit that follow button. We have about a half hour left of the show. Drew, I'd go Freiermuth. Zane, Z-A-Y-N, I'd go James Conner. Matt Ross, I'd go Richardson. Joel Morales, I'd go Justin Fields. Joel Morales, I'd go Justin Fields. Appreciate all those that are watching on Twitch, Kick, and YouTube. Amore, I'd go Tyler Lockett. Recyclops, I'd go Tyler Lockett. Shane, I would go Miles Sanders and Najee Harris. King Iron, I'd go with DJ Moore and Jahmyr Gibbs. Tony Smith, where can you find all of my picks? On the SHARPZ app. Butt Fumble Sports on the SHARPZ app. I just put out on the Restream a link. Go hit up that referral code. Butt Fumble Sports is putting all of our picks on the SHARPZ app every single day. Every single day. So if you want all of our picks, just DM me on Instagram. Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram. I will share all of my picks with you on the SHARPZ app. It's absolutely free. So just DM me on Instagram. Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram. Appreciate all of you guys being with us. Sending you that link right now. Make sure you guys get that link. Use that referral code. Obviously, it helps me out. Rancho Pardo, I go Hayden Hurst, though I do like Musgrave to pop today. Finley, I go with Shaheed. Peace Sign, I go Odell Beckham Jr. Mason, I go Judy. Julian, I go Michael Thomas. Joey, I go Freiermuth. Vincenzo, I go Christian Kirk. Ham, I go DJ Moore. Lane, I go Pitts, barely. Dalton Smith, I go Lockett, I think. It's very close. Robert Garcia, I would go Jamal Williams and A.J. Dillon. Robert Garcia, 12. Williams and Dillon. If you have not done so already, make sure you hit that follow button, everybody. We are live every single day. Hit that follow button. That way you never miss our show. You never miss a chance to ask your questions. We are live every single day. So ask your questions, fire away when you contribute to the show. We obviously prioritize those questions first, but make sure you DM me on Instagram, Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram. Do I like Joe Burrow this week? Yes, I like Burrow this week. If you guys want all of my picks, DM me on Instagram. Spencer asks, Mooney or London? I'd go Mooney, believe it or not. Jack Farrell, I'd go Michael Thomas. Jack Farrell, I'd go Michael Thomas. Duffy the GOAT, I'd go DJ Moore. I'd go Dylan over Algier. Dylan over Algier. ECH, I'd go DJ Moore. ECH, I'd go DJ Moore. Appreciate all those that are following, no matter the platform, TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, or Kick. Thank you guys so much for supporting the show. Thanks so much for following. If you want all of my picks, DM me on Instagram right now. Levi Smith, I'd go Gibbs. Brett, I'd go Gino. Sal 619, I'd go Elijah Moore. Sal 619, I'd go Elijah Moore. Zach 12, I'd go T. Higgins. Connor, I'd go Christian Kirk. Josh Wilson, I'd go Mostert. Michael Harmon, I think Garrett Wilson's better than Zay Jones. Appreciate all of you guys being with us. Make sure you hit that follow button. Make sure you're following Butt Fumble Sports. Hit that follow button, everybody. You never want to miss a show. Make sure you hit that follow button, everybody. If you guys hit me up on Instagram, I'll share a link with you guys to the SHARPZ app. That way you can obviously get access to all of my bets every single day. If I place a bet on my sports books, it automatically connects to the SHARPZ app, and you can literally go to my profile and see every pick that I make. Every single pick. Oscar Meyer 1, I'd go Mike Williams. Oscar Meyer 1, I'd go Mike Williams. Arctic Nick, I'd go Gino. Arctic Nick, I'd go Gino. Eli, I'd go with Pacheco. Eli, I'd go Pacheco, and I lean slightly towards Daniel Jones, I think. Brenna Ford, I'd go Dobbs. Brenna Ford, I'd go Dobbs. Dat Dude, 630. Dat Dude, 630, I'd go Pitts. Bobby Haynes, I'd go Joshua Kelly. Joshua Smith, I'd go George Pickens. The Art Dealers, I'd go Gabe Davis. Jay, I lean towards Daniel Jones. Jay, I lean towards Daniel Jones. Again, if you guys want all of my bets every single day, just DM me on Instagram, Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram. I'll share a link with you guys with the referral code to my picks, Butt Fumble Sports. Make sure you download the app. It's absolutely free. 100% free. Spencer, I'd go Justin Fields. I'd keep Justin Fields. I wouldn't trade him. Parth Patel, I'd go Zach Moss. Braden Shepard, I'd rather have Stevenson today. I actually like Stevenson more, I think. Jacob, I'd go D-Hop. Bull Grizz Trading, I'd go Njoku. Brawny, 345. Oops, you moved on me. Hold on 1 second. Brawny, where's Brawny 3? Where'd Brawny go? Brawny, where'd you go? It jumped on me. The comment section jumped on me. I lost you. Shoot. Brawny, I was trying to answer your question and it moved on me, so I lost it. I lost it in the stack. Sorry. Make sure you guys hit me up. Sorry if I missed your question. I am prioritizing those that contribute to the show. So if you contribute to the show, I will focus on your questions first. We have about a half hour left of the show, everybody. By the way, in case you guys were wondering if I'm not live long enough, I am live every single day. I'm live every single day. And just to confirm it, how long have I been live today? 2 hours and 23 minutes. 2 hours and 23 minutes. I am live every single day. Make sure you hit that follow button. Make sure you hit that follow button. Spencer, yes I would. Spencer, yes I would. DM me on Instagram if you want to get a link to all of my picks. Geronimo, I'd go Jordan Love. Marcos, I'd go Romeo Dobbs. Jacob, I'd go Miles Sanders. Copper Throat, I'd go Sutton. Copper Throat, I'd go Sutton. Ezra Clark, I'd go Richardson. Morant, I'd go Justin Herbert. User 8719, I'd go Jamal Williams. I am going to prioritize those that contribute to the show. By the way, Adam Burr, great to have you as a member of the team here at Butt Fumble Sports. I am going to prioritize those that contribute to the show, so I'm going to skip on up the comment section. And IP Shade 45, does Gabe Davis have the breakout 2-touchdown game or over 100 yards, or play it safe with I'd play it safe with Diggs, but I think Gabe Davis is going to go off. Could he get 2 touchdowns? Sure. I think today is one of those big days. I'm going to lean towards less than 100 yards and only 1 touchdown just to be safe. But I do think Gabe Davis has an awesome game today. I think he bombed. I think he has a great game. Prioritizing those that contribute to the show. Dat Dude 63. I'd go with, man, between Davis and Pacheco. I'm going to go with Pacheco only because it's the safer play, but it's close. Jamez. I'd go with Dobbs, Moss, and Judy. I'd go Dobbs, Moss, and Judy for Jamez. No matter the platform, YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, or Kick, make sure you hit that follow button, everybody. Make sure you're following Butt Fumble Sports every day. Adam Burr. I'd start Lockett. Adam Burr. I'd start Lockett. He'd be my preferred play. Thanks so much for contributing to the show. If you guys haven't done so, hit that follow button, everybody. We're live every day. User 8719, I'd go Romeo Dobbs. User 8719, I'd go Romeo Dobbs. If you haven't followed me yet on SHARPZ, DM me on Instagram. Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram. DM me on Instagram right now. I'll share a link with you guys so you guys can get every one of my picks. T. Scriff, I'd go Christian Kirk. T. Scriff, I'd go Christian Kirk. Mr. Senpa, I would go Gabe Davis over Garrett Wilson. Dylan, I'd go Hunter Henry. Ray is a person, I'd go Mark Andrews. Eli, I'd go Keenan Allen. Drew, I'd go Michael Pittman. Oh, wow, no. Drew, I'd go Evans and Amon-Ra St. Brown. Drew, I'd go Evans and Amon-Ra St. Brown. Morant, I'd go Herbert. IP Shade 45, yes, Jimmy G throws a pick today. I think Jimmy G throws a pick. And I like Kelsey over half a touchdown. I think Kelsey, even on a snap count, is going to get you a touchdown. So I actually like the touchdown play for Travis Kelsey. Make sure you guys are hitting that follow button, no matter the platform. YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, and Kick. Make sure you follow us. Jamez, I'd go Elijah Moore. Jamez, I'd go Elijah Moore. Elijah Moore has a lot more value now that Amari Cooper is going to be out. Prioritizing those that contribute to the show. Dat Dude, I'd go Mike Williams. Dat Dude, Mike Williams is the safer play. Christian M52, need a sleeper pick. A sleeper pick, Colts to cover. Colts to cover. I might even take them on the money line. Okay, let's do a rapid fire right now. Charlie, I'm going to lean slightly towards the Giants defense, but it's close. My name is Cabe. I'd go Josh Kelly just barely, but it's very close. Cody, I'd go Pierce, but it's close. Joel, I'd go Mostert. Matt, I'd go Bijan number 1. I'd go Dobbs. Victor, I'd go Dylan. Thanks for supporting the show. Colton, I'd go Njoku. Q Dib Lick, I'd go Jamar Chase. User 34, I think I lean towards Tony just barely. Giancarlo C, I go, Amari Cooper is out, guys. Amari Cooper is no longer, it's expected that he is not playing. He has been downgraded to doubtful for tomorrow. So, make sure you guys are aware, Amari Cooper no longer a good play. Make sure that you're aware of that. Amari Cooper, not a good play for tomorrow. Looks like that he's going to be out. P.O., I'd go Pacheco and I'd go Dylan. P.O., Pacheco and Dylan. Alberto, I'd go Flowers. Eli, I'd go Pitts, just barely. Luke Boyd, I'd go Pacheco. Javin, I'd go Bijan. Boogie Woogie, I'd go Mike Williams. Boogie Woogie, I'd go Mike Williams. By the way, user 5786, if you want to make sure I answer your question, just contribute to the show. If you give a small gift, I will make sure I contribute to the show. Tyler, I'd probably go Edmonds. Burrow, Ethan W, I'd go Burrow. Ethan W, I'd go Burrow. Anthony, who contributed to the show. Anthony Vanella, butchering it, but sorry. I'd go Michael Thomas. Jay Lopedog, I like the Patriots to cover. Jay Lopedog, I like the Patriots to cover plus 4.5. I could see the Dolphins winning, but I'd rather have the Patriots covering plus 4.5, plus 5.5. Jason 21 Smith, I'd go Michael Thomas. Bryce, I'd rather have the 49ers defense. Wide Adam, I'd rather have Mike Evans. Smitty, you could start Joshua Kelly. Michael Sciori, I'd go... Michael Sciori, I think I lean towards McLaurin, actually. User 111, I'd go Dylan. Cole K, I'd go Herbert, with Breece Hall being injured. Nina Dewface, I'd go Flowers. Tyler, I'd go Lamar Jackson. Baum, thanks so much for contributing. Baum, I would start Romeo Dobbs in a number of leagues. Nathan Krapp, I'd go Zay Flowers. Ram, I'd go with Derek Carr. I'd also go with Mike Evans, Ram. If you guys want all of my bets, every single day, they're on the SHARPZ app. DM me on Instagram right now. I'll send you guys a referral code. That's Buttfumble Sports on Instagram. Buttfumble Sports on Instagram. DM me right now. I'll share a link with you guys with a referral code. That way you can see every one of my bets. So if you want to see every one of my bets today, DM me on Instagram. Buttfumble Sports on Instagram. I'll share the link and the referral code with you guys. That way you don't miss any of my bets every single day. They'll be up there. User 1234, I'd go Pickens. User 1234, I'd go Pickens. Vince Ochoa 7, I'd go DK Metcalf. Vince Ochoa 7, I'd go DK Metcalf. Make sure you guys hit that follow button no matter the platform. Live every single day. Make sure you hit that follow button, everybody. Less than a half hour until kickoff. We have been live since 10 a.m., everybody. We have been live for 2 hours and 30 minutes. If you haven't done so already, on YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, or Kick, hit the follow button, hit the subscribe button. Make sure you're a member of this amazing Buttfumble Sports community as we grow one sports fan at a time. I'm also going to make this I'm going to ask you to do this as well. If you know a sports fan in your life, reach out to them and share Buttfumble Sports with them. A family member, a coworker, a friend, that person who's in your chat, your G-chat, who always talks sports with you. DM, share Buttfumble Sports with them. Hit that share button. Let them know that there's great sports content every single day. This is my business. This is what I do every day. I talk sports for a living, and I'm grateful for the support you guys show us. So if you could, share the channel. Buttfumble Sports on Instagram, Buttfumble Sports on TikTok. Share the channel, Buttfumble Sports on YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. Hit that share button. Let the other sports fans in your life know about Buttfumble Sports. Make sure you're sharing us every single day. Carter, I'd go with Gibbs. Appreciate all of you guys being with us every single day, answering your questions right now. Rapid fire. Ronnie, I'd go Dobbs. Sneaky good flex play, yes. W, I'd go Miles Sanders. Jared, trade Chase for Tyreek Hill. No, I'm not crazy about it. JC Holmes, I'd go Michael Thomas 1. Flowers would be second. Eric, I'd go Burrow. Jared C, I wouldn't make that trade. Josie, I'd go Lockett. Josie, I'd go Lockett. Appreciate all of those who are contributing to the show right now. We are live every single day. Thanks so much for supporting us. We are so grateful for you guys helping us out. We are live every single day. Let me get back to answering your questions. I am going to prioritize those who have contributed, like Tyler. Tyler, I'd go Kenny Pickett. Kyler, I'd go Kenny Pickett. By the way, did you guys, I'm sure you know by now, Ritter has never lost at home in college or in the NFL. He is a slight favorite today. Sylvester, I'd go Cowboys defense. Sylvester, I'd go Cowboys defense. Dat dude, I'd go Pacheco. Dat dude, I'd go Pacheco. Appreciate all of those that are watching. Make sure you hit that follow button, everybody. Make sure you're following Butt Fumble Sports. We're live every single day. Austin, is Breece Hall going to have a good week? No, the injury will limit him. Don't think he's going to have a good week. I do not think so. If you want all of my sports bets, DM me on Instagram. Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram. DM me right now. Kale, I'd go DK. Kale, I'd go DK. Mooley, I'd go Kyron Wilson. I'd go Kyron. Mooley, I'd go Kyron. Joe, I'd go Gibbs. Joe, I'd go Gibbs. Jared C, wouldn't do that trade. Jay Lopedog, does Micah Parsons get a sack? Yes, he does. Micah Parsons will get a sack. Make sure you hit that follow button, everybody. Make sure you follow Butt Fumble Sports. We're live every single day. Butt Fumble Sports every single day. Make sure you hit that follow button. Make sure you're subscribing. We are so grateful for the support you guys show us. Jack05, I'd go Deebo Samuel. Enoch, I'd go David Montgomery. Enoch, I'd go David Montgomery. If you're watching on YouTube, Twitch, or Kick, make sure you hit that follow button. Make sure you hit that follow button, everybody. Joey Michaels, I'd go Stevenson. HTBO, I'd go AJ Dillon. Jeremiah, I'd go David Montgomery. Jeremiah, I'd go with David Montgomery. Make sure you follow us on SHARPZ. If you follow us on SHARPZ, you can get all of my bets every single day. Make sure you hit that follow button on SHARPZ. Make sure you join us. If you have not done so, make sure you hit that follow button. Make sure you're a follower of Butt Fumble Sports every single day. CH23, I do like Metcalf as an anytime touchdown. Yes, I do. Wyatt, love the name, buddy. Same as me. Wyatt, I'd go with Williams, and Harris. I'm not as big on Dameon Pierce anymore. Williams, and Harris. The GK, Nico Collins is a decent play in a 12-man league. Jorge Garcia, I'd rather have Allen and Ridley. Jorge Garcia, I'd rather have Allen and Ridley. I am going to prioritize those that contribute to the show. Looking for them in the chat, like Cody. Cody, I'd go with Stevenson. Cody, I'd go with Stevenson. Smitty, I'd go with Hunter Henry. I think just barely. It's close, though. Coin flip for me. Rodney. Oh, start two, but you didn't write them. Rodney, I don't know who the two are. I got to know who you're asking about, right? Jacob Wozni, I'd go Freiermuth. Jacob Wozni, I'd go Freiermuth. Trying to answer as many of these questions as possible. If you haven't done so already, hit that follow button, everybody. Make sure you're following Butt Fumble Sports. We are live every single day. Make sure you hit that follow button. That way you never miss our show. We are live every single day. So hit that follow button. Make sure you follow us. We're live every single day. Hit that follow button right now, everybody. Hope you guys are doing just that. Hit that follow button. Hope you're a member of this Butt Fumble Sports community. BR, thanks for supporting the show. BR, I'm a little worried about Waller. If he plays and he's a full health, I think you could have a big game. That's the concern, but Hunter Henry's the safer play. So BR, you hear I'm on the fence. If Waller is a full go, I'd go with Waller. Otherwise, Henry's a fine play. JP, thanks for supporting the show. JP, I'd go with Burrow. JP, I'd go with Burrow. CH23, Joe Mixon anytime touchdown. I do think could happen. I'm not as high on it as Jamar Chase, but I think it could happen. Dirty D, Josh Reynolds. Dirty D, I'd go Josh Reynolds. Dirty D, I'd go Josh Reynolds. Thanks so much for supporting the show, Dirty D. Appreciate you so much. Rodney, I'd go David Montgomery 1, Mostert 2. Rodney, David Montgomery 1, Mostert 2. Smizzle, I'd go Mike Evans 1, Zay Flowers 2. Evans and Flowers. It's very close, though. I like all three, really. If you guys haven't done so already, hit that follow button. Make sure you follow Butt Fumble Sports. Working our way to 60,000 followers in total. Hope you're a part of it. Harris, I'd go with Musgrave. I'd actually go Harris. I'd go with Musgrave. If you want all of my bets every single day, make sure you hit that follow button. And of course, make sure you DM us on Instagram. Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram. Hundy, I'd go Romeo Dobbs. Hundy on Twitch, I'd go with Romeo Dobbs. If you want all of my bets, DM me on Instagram right now. I'll share that referral code. You can see every bet that I make every single day on the SHARPZ app. DM me on Instagram right now. I want to make sure you guys have time to see all of those bets. So DM me on Instagram. Jacko5, I'm leaning towards Najee. Kalen, I'd go Herbert. Moody, I'd go Hopkins. Moody, I'd go Hopkins. Riley, I'd go Flowers. Nick, I'd go Elijah Moore. B. Cope, I'd go Sam Laporta, believe it or not. Abraham, I'm going to go Mike Williams and Michael Pittman. Abraham, I'd go Williams and Pittman. Thanks so much for supporting the show, guys. Misa like Lisa? I need help with my flex ASAP. Misa, let me know who you have on your bench. I need to know the players to give you advice. Misbah, I'd go with Michael Thomas, number 1. Michael Thomas would be number 1. Dreon, I'd go Sutton. I'd go Sutton and Kelly. Felix, I'd go Matthew Stafford. I think Stroud could be out. Jake Rice, I'd go Michael Thomas. Black Dynamite, I lean slightly towards Edwards, I think. Scott Lovejoy, I'd go Hopkins. Manny, I'd go Olave, just barely over DK, but it's close. Alex, I'd go Diggs. Alex Herrera, I'd go Diggs. Appreciate all of you guys supporting the show. Make sure you hit that follow button. If you haven't done so already, make sure you hit the follow button. We're live every day. Misa, I love Mike Evans. Evans 1, Flowers 2, but I really like both of them. If you guys haven't done so, make sure you hit the follow button. Nick Cons, I'd go Gabe Davis. Austin, I'm leaning towards Pitts, I think, but it's close. Zach, trade Sanders for Dillon and Love. I'm not crazy about it, actually. I think Miles Sanders might have some more value than we expect. If you guys want all of my bets, every bet that I have, my parlays, player props, and game picks for baseball, NFL, college football, everything, DM me on Instagram right now. Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram. That's Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram. DM me right now. I'll share a referral code. That way you never miss a pick. Munsta Mac, I go Brian Robinson. Munsta Mac on Twitch, I go Brian Robinson. If you guys haven't done so, make sure you hit me up. DM me on Instagram. That's Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram, everybody. Make sure you're getting links to SHARPZ. You guys have been awesome helping me out with my live goals today. Really appreciate that. Do you think I should change it up and do something other than the flower? I'll change it up. I'll do a bit of a challenging one. Let's do the cap. We'll customize it. We'll only set it at 5. We'll see if you guys are up for that. Thanks so much for the support. BRY. I think I'm still going to lean towards Dameon Pierce. I don't feel great about it, BRY. It's very close. How bad is Akers going to be this week? I got fleeced in waivers this week. Ethan, I don't like him. I don't like him. William Creek, I'll go Mostert. William Creek, I'll go Mostert. Envelope, I'll go Montgomery. Again, if you guys want all of my bets, DM me on Instagram, Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram. Chris, I just sent you the link for SHARPZ. Make sure you're getting all of my bets. Emmanuel, I'd go Herbert. Gino, I'd go Kelly and Flowers. JC Belmont, I'd go Robert Woods, believe it or not. KW7, I'd go Ayuk. Conman123, I'd go Stevenson. Mike Becker, I'd go Jahmyr Gibbs. Kev Bears, I'd go Mostert. May, I think I go Burks, believe it or not. I don't feel good about it, but I think I lean towards Burks. If you guys haven't done so, make sure you hit that follow button, no matter the platform. YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, Kick. Hit that follow button, everybody. Hit that follow button. That's crazy. I'd go with Hunter Henry. We're getting the question, Zach Moss or Breece Hall? I'd go Zach Moss. Zach Moss. Make sure you hit that follow button, everybody. Make sure you hit that follow button. We're live every single day. Make sure you hit that follow button. And, of course, go hit me up on Instagram for that referral code. Garrett Wilson or Bourne, I'm going to lean towards Garrett Wilson still. Henry Williams, I'm going to lean towards D-Hop in that case. Nick, I'm going with Algier. Chris Jones 646, I'm going Chris Godwin. Final few minutes of our show, everybody. Final 10 minutes or so of our show. Braden, I go Evans 1, Williams 2. It's very close, though. Vaughn, I think I go Mixon. Appreciate all of you guys being with us. Make sure you hit that follow button, everybody. Make sure you're following Butt Fumble Sports. We're live every single day. Make sure you're with us every single day. You never want to miss a show. We are live every single day. Make sure you're with us. So hit that follow button. Hit that subscribe button. That way you never miss our show. You can get your questions answered every single day. Sports betting questions, DFS questions, everything. That's crazy. I'd go Godwin. That's crazy. I'd go with Godwin. Appreciate the question, buddy. Make sure you guys are following Butt Fumble Sports. Final few seconds of our show, final few minutes of our show. Make sure you're following us. Playboy, I go Josh Kelly. Tim, I go Pitts. User 1425, I go Herbert, I think. Kyle, I go Lamar Jackson. Isaac, I go Trevor Lawrence, I think. It's close. Actually, I might take that back. It's close, though. DM me on Instagram for a link to the SHARPZ app, everybody. Higbee or Hunter Henry, I'd go Hunter Henry. Brent, I'd go with the Bills defense. Emmanuel, I'd go Michael Pittman. Wilk Z, I'd go Montgomery over Puka. If you guys are watching on Twitch, Kick, YouTube, or on TikTok, hit that subscribe button, everybody. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that follow button. Make sure you're following Butt Fumble Sports every single day. Make sure you're following Butt Fumble Sports. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that follow button. That way you never miss a show. You don't miss any of our videos. Make sure you hit that follow button, everybody. Make sure you're a subscriber. Make sure you're a follower. Tim, I go Atwell. I don't feel good about it, though, Tim. I am going to prioritize those on TikTok that have contributed to the show. So, if you need help, I'm going to prioritize those who have the little icon next to their name. That's what I'm doing right now. Joseph, I'd go Moss. Nike, I'd go McLaurin. Michael, I'd go Mostert. Arnav, I'd go Debo. Alcala, I'd go Sutton. Keith, I'd go Flowers. Jacob, I'd go Ramondre. Owen, I'd go Brandon Ayuk. Maddox, I'd go St. Brown. JCG, I'd go AJ Dillon. Juju, I would start Tyler Algier. Jack, I'd start DJ Moore. I'm rapid fire right now. Grant, I'd go with Mostert. Tim, I said Atwell. Make sure you guys have hit that follow button. If you're watching on YouTube, Twitch, Kick, make sure you're a follower. Hit that follow button. We're live every single day. Make sure you're following Butt Fumble Sports. And again, if you want all of my bets all in one place, DM me on Instagram right now. Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram. DM me right now. Samuel, I'd go Christian Kirk. Julian, I'd go DJ Moore. Jack, I'd rather have Cook right now. Hendricks, I'd go Algier. Brent, I'd go Brees Hall barely. Derek, I'd go Christian Kirk. Andrew, I'd go Zach Moss. Chase V, I'm not whacking. I promise. You can see both hands. That was a little pun for you. Rashe, I'd go with Ayuk. Juan Caballero, I'd go with Mike Evans. GR33, I'd go Hopkins. Ved 8, I'd go Jamal Williams. Kevin, I think I lean towards Lockett. JT51, I'd go Rashad White. Gus, I'd go with Dylan. Derek Fields, I'd go with Kirk. Jack05, I'd keep Cook. Xavier Campos, I'd go Christian Kirk. Ryan, I'd go with Goff. Appreciate all of you guys being with us. Rapid fire. Dat dude, I'd go Gabe Davis. Is A.J. Dillon a touchdown today? Maybe, but I'm on the fence. Maybe, but I'm very much on the fence. If you guys want to get all of my bets today, make sure you DM us on Instagram. Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram. Sign up for the SHARPZ app. It's free. Use my referral code. Make sure you DM us on Instagram right now. Roa Cheetah. I'd go David Montgomery and D-Hop. Thanks so much for the hat. I appreciate it. Chris, I'd go Lamar Jackson. Tulta, I'd go Hunter Henry just barely. Shamoose, I'd go Joe Burrow. Patrick, I'd go Edwards. Dylan Bear, I'd go Nico Collins, I think. It's close, though. Rich Matthews, thanks so much for supporting the show, Rich. Really appreciate your support. Rich Matthews, I'd go Chris Olave. Rich Matthews, I'd go Chris Olave. If you have not done so, hit that follow button, everybody. Make sure you're a follower of Butt Fumble Sports. I will be watching games live on TikTok. I will be watching live on TikTok. So if you want some live in-game betting and reactions, DM me on Instagram. Butt Fumble Sports, I'll share a link with all of my bets. Additionally, I will be live on TikTok. So DM me on Instagram to get my SHARPZ app. And, of course, you can watch on TikTok live show betting. So make sure you hit that follow button, everybody. Rebecca, I'd go Terry McLaurin. Kiki, I'd go Ramondre Stevenson. Jonathan Carpenter, I'd go Mike Evans. Property of New Jersey, very tight. I think I lean towards Property of New Jersey. I'm going to lean towards Stevenson, but just barely. Amy Weaver, I'm going to go with Jerry Jeudy. Flo, I'd go Jamal Williams. Ryan, I'd go with Cortland Sutton. Rochita, I'd go with Justin Fields. Rochita, I'd go with Justin Fields. If you have not done so already, hit that follow button. Make sure you're a subscriber. If you're watching on Twitch, Kick, YouTube, subscribe. If you're watching on TikTok, hit that follow button. We're live every day. A-Star45, I'd go Flowers. G-Dog, I'd go Bijan Robinson. Jeff Peters, I'd go D-Hop. Dubby, I'd go with Kelly, I think it's close. Alex, I'd go Christian Kirk. Drew Johnson, I'd go Justin Fields. Josh, I'd go Mike Evans. Connor Donaldson, I'd go Najee. Shane Smith, I'd go with the Bills defense. Xander, I'd go Mike Williams. Brandon Rhea, I'd go David Montgomery. Jordan Painter, I'd go Dylan. Lucas, I'd go Godwin. Lucas Mittag, I'd go Godwin. DeMellum, I'd go Lawrence. Troy, I'd go Njoku. Don Shua, I'd go Zay Flowers. If you have not done so, hit that follow button, everybody. Make sure you're following Butt Fumble Sports every single day. Butt Fumble Sports is live every day. Hit that follow button, everybody. Ty Sykes, I go Fryermuth. Don Fabian, I wouldn't start Puka. Heath Jones, I go Moss. Stunny Stunts, I go Rashawn Johnson. A-Lol, A-I-L-O-L, I go DJ Moore. KB, I go Kenneth Walker. KB, I might go with, it's close. KB, it's a toss-up for me between Walker and Judy. TJ, I lean towards Pierce. Jose Luis, I'm going to go with Flowers. Tanner Hamilton, I go Elijah Moore. Emmanuel, I'm going to lean slightly towards Pittman, I think. Just fewer targets, so I think, or fewer people to target, so I think he's a good option. Rapid fire right now. Fire away with your questions. I'm going to rapid fire through them. Tommy, I go Elijah Moore. Ant, I go Brian Robinson. Connor, I go with Gabe Davis. BGOG, I go David Montgomery. Frankie Case, I go Pacheco. Dooley, I go AJ Dillon. Dubby, I go D-Hop. Matt D17, I go Zach Moss. Jordan, I go Brandon Ayuk. Drew, I don't like the Bears today. Stitchum, Jets won't upset today. BGOG, I go Montgomery. Juan Pablo, I go McLaurin. Rashad White or Lockett, I go Lockett. Deepak, I go Brian Robinson. Trey, Treyce. I'm not crazy about it. Meatwad, I go Sky Moore. Drew, I go Lawrence. Gabe White, I go Tyreek Hill. Grayson, I go Deebo Samuel. Anna, thanks for supporting the show. I go Mike Williams. If you guys want all of my bets today, player prop bets, parlays, game picks, everything, DM me on Instagram right now. Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram right now. I'll share that link with you guys. 1 minute left of our show, everybody. 1 minute left of our show. DM me on Instagram. Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram. Get that link. DM me on Instagram. Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram. That way you can get all of my bets today. You don't want to miss all of my bets. Make sure you DM me on Instagram right now. Duffel bag, I go Collins. Duffel bag, I go Collins. Nachos and Logan, I go Watson, I think. It's close though. Callus DV, I go Godwin. Tyus, I go Amon-Ra St. Brown. Carter Matson, I go DJ Moore. Period, I go Stevenson. Brian, I go Brian Robinson. Cookie, I go Christian Kirk. Make sure you guys DM me right now, Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram. If you guys want to get all of my picks every single day, just DM me on Instagram. You don't want to miss my picks. Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram. Sharing that link with all of those. Brendan Savage, you just got it. Joe, you just got it. DM me on Instagram right now to get all of my picks. DM me on Instagram. Cade, I go Justin Fields. Bills Mafia, I go DJ Moore. Evan, I go Justin Herbert. Ed Jet, I go Montgomery. Nate, I go Jones. Alex, I go Godwin. Jaden, I go DJ Moore. Alec, I go AJ Dillon. Matthew Thompson, I go Mike Williams. 1 minute left of the show, everybody. Make sure you hit that follow button. Make sure you're following us. And DM me on Instagram right now. DM me on Instagram. DM Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram. DM me Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram. DJ James, I go Ayuk. Caleb, I go Fields. Rapid Fire, Callus, I go Montgomery. JDZ, I go Mostert. Name, Naim, I go Christian Kirk. Daniel P, I go Mostert. Joshua Artis, I go Higgins. Youssef, I go Cook. Matthew, I go Dillon. Henry, I go Hopkins. Tyson, I go Jamal Williams. If you guys want all of my picks, make sure you hit that follow button, everybody. Make sure you hit that follow button. Every single day we're live, giving out fantasy football advice, sports betting advice. DM me on Instagram right now, everybody. DM me, Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram. I will give you a link with a referral code to the SHARPZ app. If you want all of my bets, DM me on Instagram right now. 30 seconds left. Braxton, I go Connor. Max, I go Pacheco. Chris, I go Jamal Williams. John Garcia, I go Lamar Jackson. Alessandro, I go White. Sports Debate 8, I go Michael Thomas. Kelvin, I'd go Mike Evans. Trevor, I'd go A.J. Dillon. Sarah, I'd go Garrett Wilson. Ved, I'd go Michael Thomas. We are live every single day. Spencer Singer, I like the Patriots to cover. I like Dolphins on the money line. Patriots to cover. That's the bet I like most in that game. If you guys want my sports bets, DM me on Instagram. Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram. DM me right now. Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram. Make sure you DM me right now. Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram. I will share a referral code for the SHARPZ app. All of my plays are on the SHARPZ app. You can follow every one of my bets. Atlas Archived, I'd go Zach Moss. Atlas Archived, I'd go Zach Moss. Appreciate all of those that watched the show today. We were live for 3 hours today. I just hit the 3-hour mark. If you have not done so, DM me on Instagram, Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram, to get all of my picks. All of my picks every single day. So DM me on Instagram, Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram. I will share the referral code for all of my bets. We are now at the 1 o'clock hour, everybody. It's time to go watch some football. I am so grateful for the support you guys show us every single day. If you guys haven't already, make sure you hit the follow button. Make sure you follow Butt Fumble Sports every single day. Hit that follow button. That way you never miss a show. Bryant DJ Moore. Bryant DJ Moore. Make sure you hit that follow button, everybody. We are live every single day. Make sure you hit that follow button. We are live every single day. So hit that follow button. Make sure you follow Butt Fumble Sports. Make sure you're a follower of this amazing community. So hit that follow button, everybody. Butt Fumble Sports on TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. Make sure you hit that follow button, everybody. Make sure you're a follower of Butt Fumble Sports. Final few seconds to do so. I hope you guys stay healthy. I hope you stay safe. I hope you have a wonderful afternoon of watching football. DM me on Instagram, Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram, to get all the picks. I will share a link with you guys to the SHARPZ app. Hope you enjoy this football Sunday. It was so wonderful being with you. I will be live later today. I will be live for a post-game show reacting to all of the action we've seen. I'll probably be live during games as well for some live in-game betting. So, if you haven't done so already, hit the follow button because I will be live probably in like an hour. I'm going to take an hour-long break to rest my voice, maybe get some food, but I will be watching games live and I will put them on TikTok. I will be live on TikTok during those games. So, make sure you hit the follow button. Follow me on Instagram, Butt Fumble Sports. Hit that follow button. TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, Kick. Make sure you hit that follow button. Hit that follow button, everybody. Until later, I will see you guys in a little bit. Enjoy your afternoon of football. It was so much fun talking football with you guys today. Hope you have a wonderful day no matter where you're watching. Butt Fumble Sports is live every single day. So hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you're with us every single day. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. So grateful for the support you guys show us. I will see you guys tomorrow, everybody, or later today. I will see you guys tomorrow. I will see you guys later today, everybody. Bye-bye. Hope you enjoyed the show. See you guys.